Welcome inside Regency Furniture Stadium as we prepare for a bit of afternoon baseball. The series finale upcoming between the visiting York Revolution and your Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. The final game of the first series of the second half will start here in a few as right-hander Casey Delgado is on the mound for the Blue Crabs, taking his final warm-up pitches. Southern Maryland will look to avoid the sweep. They lost game one of the series 10-0 on Friday. Last night, a tightly contested matchup, 4-2 the final score there. But the Revolution just edged out Southern Maryland to take the first two in the series. So Delgado will look to halt that and take a win into the All-Star break, the last game prior to that All-Star break. Then the team will be off Monday through Thursday of the upcoming week. 6 of the players will head to Long Island. Edwin Garcia, Devin Rodriguez, Corey Vaughn, Daryl Thompson, Sam Runyon, and Frank Martinez will all make the trip to Long Island as representatives on the Freedom Division team. That game will take place once again on Wednesday, July 11th, 6:35. The start time of the Dig Me Home Run Derby, and then the game will follow that. But first, one more to play across the Atlantic League for all 8 teams. The Blue Crabs and Revolution will have their series finale as digging into the box for York is the right fielder. Number 2, Jared Mitchell, the everyday leadoff man for the Revs, digs in. He was 1 for 3 with a run scored and 2 walks in last night's game. 3 for 7 in the series to this point. As Casey Delgado out of the windup, kicks and delivers. A fastball just misses low and away. And we are underway with Game 3 in the series. 1-0 the count. Delgado making his 12th start of the season. He's 4-4 with a 3.43 ERA. As swinging here is Mitchell. He fouls it off. Out of play the other way, and the count evens up. 1 ball and 1 strike. Tonight marks the 104th career start for Delgado on his career. He's 5'10", 185 pounds, out of Miami, Florida, 28 years old. The 1-1 is hit weakly up the first baseline, but that'll get foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes we go. Delgado's last start came against the Somerset Patriots. The right-hander struggled a bit in that one. 5 1/3 innings, 6 hits, 1 walk, 6 runs, all earned. He struck out 6 and took the loss in a 6-2 Somerset victory. Looking to get things started with a strikeout here as the right-hander winds and delivers. Breaking ball, check swing here. It's rolled up the first baseline. It hits the lip and will kick foul as Delgado was chasing it down. But 1-2 remains the count. Delgado in his first season in the Atlantic League. He went undrafted out of Austin Peay University. Played for the Frontier Grays, a travel-only team, much like the Atlantic League Road Warriors, but in the Frontier League in 2013. 2014, he moved to the Traverse City Beach Bums, began 2015 with them as well, before getting his first chance and affiliated with the New York Mets at the end of that 2015 season. 1-2 curveball is pushed the other way. That's going to get out of play as Mitchell continues to battle with a 1-2 count. Mitchell took just 1 pitch to get a hit in last night's ball game. He swung at a first pitch fastball from Brett Marshall and singled through the right side. Ended up coming around to score on a passed ball. Delgado with a long look in at his catcher. Now winds for the 1-2 and delivers. A curveball bounces in front of the plate. And the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Umpiring crew for tonight, Bill Worthington behind the plate. At third base, John Grasso. And at first base, Dave Speranza. Delgado for the 2-2, kicks and delivers. Cold, strike 3 on the inside corner as a fastball freezes Mitchell. And Delgado gets a strikeout to start his night. 1 up, 1 down. Rest of the York Revolution lineup. Second baseman Alexi Casilla comes to the box now. Wellington Dotel, the center fielder, will bat third. The cleanup hitter is left fielder Melky Mesa. Michael Burgess bats fifth. He'll DH. Zach Wilson will play first and bat sixth. Jose Cuevas re-enters the lineup and bats seventh at third base. Ryan Dent, the shortstop, eighth, and the catcher Roger Diaz will round things out as Casilla, first pitch swinging, a chopper up the middle. That's fielded by Francisco Rosario and flipped on to first for the 4-3 putout, and 2 up, 2 down starts the night for Delgado. That will bring up the ever-powerful and ever-dangerous Wellington Dotel. On the series, he's 4 for 8 with 2 home runs and 4 RBIs to go with it as he squares to bunt on the first pitch but pulls back 1-0. Defensive alignment behind Casey Delgado. Angelis Nina starts in left field. Strasburger starts in center field. He moves over with Corey Vaughn having the day off. Angelo Sonko in right. Around the infield, Frank Martinez at third, Edwin Garcia at short. Francisco Rosario, we saw him at second base a minute ago. Devin Rodriguez at first, and the catcher is Austin Green. This is Nina's first start in left field of the season, so that's something to keep an eye on throughout the game today. Fastball misses inside here, and the count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. Nina, a very capable fielder, but with the mini monster out there, a bit of a new situation for him. He's going to have to learn on the fly how to play balls off of that and prevent extra bases when possible. We've seen a lot of long singles come off that mini monster this season because of the play of Ryan Strasburger out there. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count as Delgado winds and delivers. Breaking ball, that one doesn't quite come back and catch the inside corner, and the count goes to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Delgado features a fastball, sinker, curveball, changeup, and slider. Payoff pitch to Dotel upcoming. He kicks and delivers. It's a fastball that's fouled back off of the catcher Green, and the count will remain full. So the Revs outside of Casilla making Delgado work a bit here. Casilla took just 1 pitch, but Mitchell took 7, and now Dotel will see at least 7. He digs back into the box as Delgado gets a new baseball for the payoff pitch one more time. He shakes off the catcher Green. Now into the windup for the 3-2 once more. This one sent back towards center field. That's going to get down over the head of Rosario and in front of Strasburger. Dotel is aboard with a broken bat single to extend this first inning. That brings in the left fielder, Melky Mesa. Mesa, another dangerous bat in this Revolution lineup. Hitting .342 in 40 games. He's tied for second on the team with 7 home runs. He's got 29 RBIs on the year as well. He homered in Game 1, a solo shot in that one. Delgado to the stretch, comes set and delivers. This pitch misses inside, 1 ball and no strikes. So Mesa jumps out to an early lead in the count. Not somebody you want to fall behind is Melky Mesa. See if Delgado can even things up here as the right-hander comes set with a 1-0. That one comes inside as well. So now 2 balls and no strikes. A delayed steal from Dotel as now the throw down, and Dotel slides in safely. Throw went to the wrong side of the base. Rosario tried to pick it and lay the tag down, but it was late, and Dotel is credited with a stolen base. So he stands on second, and a 2-0 count to Mesa as York looks to strike in the first once more. They did it last night. They'll need a 2-out hit to get it done here. 2-0 upcoming. This one swung on and fouled off the end of the bat down the first baseline. So the count will go to 2 balls and 1 strike. Dotel does have good speed out at second, so a hit would likely be able to score the run. Early aggression from the York Revolution as Dotel gets the delayed steal. See if it pays off for manager Mark Mason. As Delgado's 2-1, a changeup misses low. Green's able to keep it in front of him, and the count goes to 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike. The count to Melky Mesa. Hitters count as Delgado kicks and delivers. This one weakly rolled towards third. Frank Martinez will field and fire across to first to retire the side. A single and a stolen base extended the inning, but Delgado works around both for a scoreless frame. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left on base. We head to the bottom of the first. Blue Crabs look to strike with Ryan Strasburger, Edwin Garcia, and Frank Martinez. We'll see that against Dominic Severino, the right-hander for the Revolution, when we return to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Hey, this is Sam Runyon, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Fans, join the Blue Crabs on Saturday night, August 18th, as we celebrate Southern Maryland's rich spiritual and religious community with Faith and Family Night. All night long, we will feature performances, prayer, and presentation from area religious and spiritual leaders, as well as post-game fireworks spectacular. Your minister, band, choir, or congregation can even participate. To be part of the festivities or to purchase tickets, please contact Group Sales at 301-638-9788 or visit somdbluecrabs.com.
Ladies, this is Corey Vaughn. Be sure to join us at the ballpark every Wednesday night for Wind Up Wednesday presented by Cove Point Winery. On select Wednesday nights throughout the year, ladies get in for just $5. You can also enjoy free wine samples from Cove Point as well as free services from Therapeutic Massage and Wellness. For more information and the available dates, please visit us online at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
Dominic Severino, the right-hander for the York Revolution, on the mound, kicks and delivers his first pitch of the day, a fastball called strike to Ryan Strasburger, the leadoff hitter for the Blue Crabs. Elevated fastball on the second pitch is swung on and missed by Strasburger. Severino making his 13th appearance, 12th start for York this season. He's 4-4 with a 4.43 ERA. As he gets one right on the outside corner for a called strike three. Strasburger disagrees, and he has some words for the home plate umpire, Bill Worthington, but he'll have to head back to the dugout. Out number one here for Severino, takes just 3 pitches. 4.93 ERA for Severino on the year with that 4-4 record. The Blue Crabs have seen the right-hander a couple of times as he's working the zone here. Another called strike. 0-1 goes the count to Garcia. The first time they saw Severino this year was on the 29th of May as Garcia, with a fly ball towards left center field, backing up is the center fielder Dotel. He'll make the catch for out number 2. On the 29th of that May month, Severino 4 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He struck out 2 and walked 1, a no decision there. He got another no decision against the Blue Crabs on June 17th. 5 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, 3 strikeouts, didn't walk a batter on that night. He's got Frank Martinez, the switch-hitting third baseman, digging in now, as Martinez takes a first pitch fastball in the outside corner for a called strike. Severino has now thrown 6 pitches, and all 6 of them have been in the zone. His first ball of the day comes on a changeup that goes a bit too far outside, and the count goes to 1-1 now on Martinez. 1-1 upcoming. It's a breaking ball. Martinez with a big cut there, but fouls it off back into the netting. Martinez has seen his average drop a bit. It's back down to 303 on the year, as he sends one the other way, tailing towards the line. Mesa's not going to be able to get to that one, as Martinez is aboard with a 2-out single to extend the inning. So that'll raise the batting average back up at least a little bit. I was going to say Martinez was falling close to dropping out of the top 10. He's currently 10th exactly in the league in batting average. Devin Rodriguez digs in now. He was 1 for 3 with an RBI in last night's game. The all-star first baseman digs into the left-handed batter's box. See if he can potentially find a gap and bring Martinez around. First pitch swinging is Rodriguez. It's popped up behind the shortstop Dent. Backtracking is Dent, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. A quick inning for Severino. Martinez does get a 2-out hit, but they'll score no runs on that one hit. No errors, one man left on base. We'll head to the second. Michael Burgess leads things off when we return to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Hey, this is Brandon Compton, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Cooperstown is where you, your family, and your friends can relive baseball's greatest moments and honor the all-time greats of the game. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org.
Be sure to bring your furry friends out to the ballpark with you on July 22nd for our second of 3 Bark in the Park series. This day will feature a Blue Crabs themed dog leash giveaway brought to you by 98.7 WMZQ with a special performance by Avenue Disc Dogs. To secure your seat today, visit us online at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
General Manager of your Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Scoreless game through 1 as we come into the top of the second. Casey Delgado will get back to work against Michael Burgess, who swings on a first pitch fastball and pulls it foul down the first baseline. 0-1 goes the count. Big infield shift on Burgess. You see the shortstop Garcia well behind the second base bag. Francisco Rosario, the second baseman, is deep in the hole there. Devin Rodriguez hugging the line, and Frank Martinez a couple of steps off the third base line as well. Delgado winds for the 0-1. Change up misses outside, and the count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. Burgess 0 for 4 last night, but a good night in Game 1. He had 2 hits as part of a 6-run 7th inning. He led off that 7th inning with a single, came around to score, and then later in the inning, as the 10th man to come to the plate, he picked up an RBI single. 2-1 the count as Delgado kicks and delivers. A towering fly ball towards left field. Nina should have that one, and he does, for out number 1. The first baseman, Zach Wilson, will come up to bat now. Wilson 1 for 2 with a run scored in last night's game. He had Game 1 of the series off. Drew a pair of walks in last night's matchup as well. Delgado's first pitch to Wilson is a fastball. The right-hander swings a little bit behind, but fouls it off, 0-1. Wilson swinging on the 0-1, sends a fly ball towards right field, giving chase is Sonko, but that's going to get foul, 0-2. Oh-2 upcoming. A curveball is swung on and missed, and Delgado picks up his second strikeout of the game. Gets Wilson swinging. 2 up, 2 down here to start the second. This is the same way the first inning started for Delgado. Wellington Dotel extended that frame with a single and a stolen base. Delgado hoping that he can get the 1-2-3 frame here as Jose Cuevas digs into bat. Cuevas had the night off yesterday after going 1 for 5 with an RBI in the series opener. He sends a fly ball out towards shallow center. Strasburger's coming on, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. A quick 1-2-3 frame for Delgado. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Angelis Nino will lead things off when we return to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Are you looking for the latest and best in Blue Crabs gear? Look no further than the newly redesigned and restocked Crab Shack Team Store, anchored by EC Sports. The Team Store features everything from old favorites like game replica hats and t-shirts to novelty items and collectibles. You can visit our Team Store anytime 9 to 5, as well as during all home games. The Team Store is also available online by visiting somdbluecrabs.com and clicking the Store tab.
Hey fans, this is Craig Stem, pitcher for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Make sure you come out every Thursday for Foster's Grill Wings and Beer Night. For just $30, you can enjoy a ticket to the game and 2 hours of all-you-can-eat Foster's Wings and all-you-can-drink beer in the Legends Clubs from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. For more information, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
Are you looking for the best place to entertain your group, large or small, this summer? Look no further than the Blue Crabs at Regency Furniture Stadium with our newly renovated luxury suites and Legends Club, as well as our brand new party suite. Our luxury suites have all new amenities and are sure to please your group, while our clean, upscale Legends Club can host up to 160 guests for a game or anytime. New for 2018, the Blue Crabs are excited to announce our brand new party suite for groups up to 50 guests. It's double the space for double the fun for double the group, just $20 per person. Call group sales at 301-638-9788 to book your group today.
Angelis Nina leads things off here in the bottom of the second as he takes a called strike on the first pitch from Dominic Severino. 0-1 goes the count. Nina 2 for 4 with a run scored last night as he takes a breaking ball. No balls and 2 strikes. Nina, Angelo Sonko, and Austin Green are due up in the inning. Severino readies for the 0-2, kicks and delivers a breaking ball that misses low, 1-2. Nina has spent most of his time towards the bottom of the Blue Crabs order. He has 21 starts in the number 9 hole, 7 in the number 8 spot. As far as batting 5th, this is the first time he's done that. He has hit 6th one time this season, though. As he pops one up towards the first base side of the field, Alexi Casilla is drifting over, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. Angelo Sonko comes up now. Sonko first pitch swinging, fouls one back into the net, 0-1. Sonko a good night last night, 3 for 4 outing. He brought his batting average up to 253 with that performance. Still has just the 1 home run, 14 RBIs. As he takes the 0-1 change up outside, 1-1 we go. See if Sonko can get some power going here for the Blue Crabs in the second half of the season. As he strokes one up the middle, that's going to get down in center field. And Sonko is aboard with a single. Most power starts when you're not trying to hit home runs and you're just trying to make solid contact with the ball. And Sonko has done that the last 2 days, no doubt, as he's going to try to get that average to climb here. Maybe after the All-Star break, we'll start to see some of the flashes of what Angelo Sonko can bring to this lineup. John Griffin is improving every day as well as he tries to recover from his arm injury. A lot of power in Griffin's bat as well. Austin Green, the catcher, digs in now. First pitch swinging is Green, and that one's fouled off, 0-1. Green, another guy with solid power, but he very much so struggles here at home, hitting just 181 on the season at Regency Furniture Stadium, as opposed to 382 on the road. A check on first as Sonko dives back in safely. Sonko, not much of a stolen base threat, but he has gone a couple of times this year, 1 for 4. Severino comes set and delivers the 0-1. Green with a towering pop-up behind the mound. Now drifting towards the first base side, and the first baseman Wilson will make the catch for out number 2. That'll bring in Craig Maddox. Maddox was 0 for 5 in last night's game, after putting up a 4 RBI game in the series opener. The infield shifts the left-handed Maddox. Runner on first, 2 outs in the inning. Maddox will have to find a gap to give Sonko any chance of scoring. Sonko's off from first, hit and run was on as Maddox sends a fly ball out towards center. Coming on is the center fielder Dotel, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. No runs on 1 hit, no errors. 1 man left on base for the Blue Crabs. As this game is scoreless through 2, we'll head to the third with the 8-9-1 due up to face Casey Delgado when we return to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Blue Crabs fans, come celebrate the bluest birthday of them all on Friday night, August 17th. It's Pinch's birthday party with appearances by all of Pinch's mascot friends. After the game, stick around for a post-game cupcake drop brought to you by Pump It Up of Waldorf. That's right, cupcakes raining out of the sky from the outfield with prizes for some lucky contestants. For more information, visit somdbluecrabs.com/promotion or call 301-638-9788.
Hey kids, this is Daryl Thompson from the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Don't forget, every Sunday is Kids Day at the ballpark, brought to you by Waldorf Orthodontics. Every Sunday home game, kids can enjoy a pregame autograph session with me and other players, $3 ice cream helmets all day long, and free admission to Pinch's Playground. Post-game, you can all come on the field and run the bases. For more information, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
This is Casey Delgado, and you're listening to Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Casey Delgado back to work here in the top of the third. He's got the 8-9-1 due up as the first pitch to Ryan Dent misses low. 1 ball and no strikes we go. Dent 0 for 4 last night after going 1 for 5 in the series opener. He takes a fastball here. That'll catch the zone and even the count at 1-1. Rest of the Atlantic League is in action today. The only game going on right now, though, New Britain Bees and Lancaster Barnstormers with a 1 o'clock start as the count goes to 1-2 here. New Britain with a 6-1 lead over the Barnstormers. The Road Warriors will face the Somerset Patriots in the series finale at 5:05 as Delgado just misses the inside corner with a breaking ball, 2-2. And then the other game taking place later today, 5:05 at Bethpage Ballpark, Long Island, will have the series finale with the Sugarland Skeeters. The 2-2 is swung on, foul tipped into the mid of the catcher Green, and he holds on for the strikeout for the first out here in the inning. Third strikeout on the line for Delgado, as that'll bring in Roger Diaz. We'll see the catcher for the first time in the series. Diaz has played in just 2 games this year for York, but is 3 for 7 for a .429 average, and he has an RBI on the line as well. As he takes called strike, 0-1 the count. Second pitch just misses, and that'll even the count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Diaz 5'9", 200 pounds. As he swings at the 1-1, a pop-up towards shallow right field. Long run for all the fielders, but all for naught as it gets up into the crowd. And the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Diaz attended Grambling State University. The 27-year-old is making his professional debut this season for York. Signed very recently on June 26th, as he'll send a chopper out towards second. Rosario's there. He flips on to first, and 2 up, 2 down start the inning. That's now 6 straight retired by Delgado, but it'll turn the lineup back over to the top and bring up Jared Mitchell. Mitchell struck out looking on a fastball to start the game today. He was 1 for 3 with a run. First pitch misses low to Mitchell. 1 ball and no strikes we go. Delgado has yet to walk a batter tonight. That's not something that you see very often from the right-hander. As a foul ball here will even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Delgado on the season leads the Blue Crabs pitching staff in walks with 33 in 60 1/3 innings coming into play. He has not had an outing this year where he didn't walk a batter. His best one was actually last outing when he walked just 1 against Somerset. 2-1 the count to Jared Mitchell, as the Revs leadoff hitter will look to extend this 3rd inning. But he chases a change-up low and away out of the zone, and the count evens up 2-2. Delgado looking for his 4th strikeout on the day. Now winds and delivers. Mitchell puts it in play, a ground ball, but Rosario will field it and flip on to first for the 1-2-3 inning. A strikeout and a pair of groundouts to Rosario do it. Delgado settling in nicely. Back-to-back 1-2-3 innings. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. And the Blue Crabs will look to get something going in the bottom of the 3rd. Francisco Rosario, Ryan Strasburger, and Edwin Garcia when we return to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Hey, this is Cash Beecham, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Are you looking for the latest and best in Blue Crabs gear? Look no further than the newly redesigned and restocked Crab Shack Team Store, anchored by EC Sports. The Team Store features everything from old favorites like game replica hats and t-shirts to novelty items and collectibles. You can visit our Team Store anytime 9 to 5, as well as during all home games. The Team Store is also available online by visiting somdbluecrabs.com and clicking the Store tab.
Hey fans, this is Sam Runyon, right-handed pitcher for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Make sure you come out every Thursday for Foster's Grill Wings and Beer Night. For just $30, you can enjoy a ticket to the game and 2 hours of all-you-can-eat Foster's Wings and all-you-can-drink beer in the Legends Club from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. For more information, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
9-1-2 due up in the inning for the Blue Crabs. Francisco Rosario will lead things off as he's swinging on a first pitch fastball that's lined through the right side of the infield, and Rosario is aboard with a leadoff single. Third hit for the Blue Crabs, but the first to come from the leadoff position as Rosario gets things rolling. See if Ryan Strasburger and the rest of the top of the order can get him over and in. Strasburger struck out looking on a fastball on the outside corner in his first at-bat. As a check on first, but back in safely was Rosario. Strasburger didn't agree with the strike three call, but now has an idea of the zone, will likely further protect that outside part of the plate, look to go the other way with any pitches over there. First pitch, right on that same spot for a called strike, and Strasburger is beside himself in the box again. It was the exact same pitch he was called out on, and Severino incredibly hits the exact same spot to him again. Good pitching from Dominic Severino to find that edge of the strike zone early in the game and continue to pound it. You know it's going to be given. You establish that on the first batter, and anything you can get, you'll take as a pitcher. Another check on first, but Rosario's back in safely. The right-hander comes set now at his shoulders for the 0-1. Kicks and delivers. Fastball in that same spot. This time Strasburger swings, and it's 0-2, as he was a little bit out in front of that one. Strasburger mostly a pull hitter. With the strike zone and the way Severino's pitching, he's going to have to try to get something the other way. 0-2 upcoming. This one just misses the outside corner. Severino tried to get that same call, but pushed a little bit too far outside this time. That one right across that left-handed batter's box line. And the count will go to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Severino set for the 1-2, but first, a check on first. Rosario dives back in safely. Edwin Garcia, the All-Star, waits on deck. 3 straight All-Stars follow Strasburger in the lineup with Garcia, Martinez, and Rodriguez. Severino ready for the 1-2. Another check on first, as that's going to actually hit off the glove of the first baseman, so easily back in is Rosario. Ball didn't quite get far enough away for any advancement on the play, so the count will stay at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swing and miss here on the 1-2 as down on strikes goes Strasburger. Just the second strikeout of the day for Severino. They've both been Ryan Strasburger as he's got one down with a man on first and Edwin Garcia coming up. Garcia flew out to center in his first at-bat. A check on first. Very concerned with Rosario, who's continually back in safely. Doesn't have that big of a lead over at first, and he's yet to attempt a stolen base this season. But I guess the Revolution, and specifically Dominic Severino, don't think that that's going to last much longer. Fastball on the first pitch misses the outside corner. 1 ball and no strikes. Severino is trying to hit that outside corner with pretty much every pitch on the day to this point. He's thrown everything off the plate away. Set for the 1-0. Spin and fire to first once more. The 6th time we've seen a check on first. Coming set now is Severino, the infield in double play depth, looking to end the inning with a double play ball. As Garcia with a big cut will foul that one off. 1-1 we go. Sounds like it's right above us here on the press box. I can hear it bouncing on the roof up above my head. Set now for the 1-1 pitch is Severino. Looking at Rosario. Now kicks in, delivers to the plate. That one fouled back, 1-2. Severino pitching well to this point. This his second Atlantic League season. Pitched 3 games for the Bridgeport Bluefish last year, going 1-0 with a 1.22 ERA. He also struck out 14 batters in 14 2/3 innings. A check on first, but diving back in safely was Rosario, excuse me. Severino saw his ERA balloon from 2.81 to 5.49 in the span of 2 starts at the beginning of June. As he comes set for the 1-2 pitch to Garcia. Now delivers a chopper towards second. Casilla flips on to Dent. Dent spins and fires to first. Not in time, as the Revolution are unable to roll the inning-ending double play, but they do cut down the lead runner on the fielder's choice. 4-6 it goes, and Garcia will replace Rosario at first. Severino's first start in the month of June, 4 2/3 innings, 7 hits. He gave up 6 runs, 5 of them earned, and an 8-0 loss to Sugarland. And then his worst start of the year followed that, a 14-3 loss for York, in which he went 2 2/3 innings, gave up 10 hits, 9 earned runs in that one, and that watched his ERA almost double what it was at the 368 entering play. It sat at 5.49, and he's been battling it back down since then. He worked it back down to the 4.5 range, but his last outing against Sugarland brought it back up to almost 5 when he gave up 5 runs, 4 of them earned in 3 innings against Sugarland and took the loss. 0-1 the count to Frank Martinez, who singled in his first at-bat. Hits a chopper towards first. Zach Wilson will field it there and tag the base himself for the 3 unassisted. And that'll do it for the first third of this ball game. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left on. We're scoreless through 3. Alexi Casilla will lead things off, and I'll hand things over to Andrew Banstra for innings 4 through 6. So Andrew will be here when we return. Delgado back to work with the 2-3-4 on the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Hey, this is Johnny Bladell, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Fans, be sure to join us July 21st for Jurassic Ballpark as the Blue Crabs take on Lancaster. We'll travel back to prehistoric times at the park, even featuring special guests from long ago roaming the stadium. To get your tickets for this exciting event, visit us at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
Shopping for groceries in a clean, friendly store? That's smart. Shopping for groceries in a clean, friendly store and saving some money while you're doing it? That's wise. At Wise Markets, you'll find all your favorite brands, prices you'll appreciate. That means more meat for less money, more dinner for less dinero, and more milk for less moolah. Stop by a Wise Market today.
Eat better, spend less, that's wise.
Welcome back inside Regency Furniture Stadium. The first third of the game has come and gone. It was all scoreless. The Blue Crabs are doing a good job stringing some hits together, but not able to come through with any runs for their efforts in this point. Only one hit for the Revolution, trying to change things up with a one-handed bunt. Something that I've personally never seen, but Alexi Casilla comes in and tries it. He didn't quite get it down, but he just used his right hand, so his bottom hand on the bat, to try to push that bunt with one hand. Nothing I've ever seen before. Casey Delgado out for his fourth inning of work. A nice off-speed has Alexi Casilla swinging right over it, and that moves the count to 0-2. Casilla digs back into his left-handed batter's box. Delgado out of the windup. Here comes the pitch. A curveball misses a couple feet shy of home plate. That sets the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. On the day for Alexi Casilla, he was put out on a ground ball over to the right side of the infield. That came back in the first inning. Casilla sees the 1-2 pitch and he dribbles it up the middle, giving chase. Ranging over to his left was Edwin Garcia. He was unable to track it down, and the second hit of the night for these York Revolution comes off of the bat of Alexi Casilla. That brings up the next batter in the form of Wellington Dotel. Dotel, the other York Revolution, to get a hit here on this evening. On the season, Dotel, .317 batter with 4 home runs and 33 RBIs. He's 4 for 8 on the year with 2 home runs, and make that 4 for 8 in the series with a pair of home runs and 4 RBIs already hit in this game. So very impressive series here in the season. Make that the series finale here in Waldorf. First pitch he sees, he takes, but it crosses the strike zone for strike number 1. He'll take his time, tap the bat in the dirt, and step back into his right-handed batter's box, preparing for the 0-1. Comes in with a very open stance with a pick off to first by Delgado. But his stance is so open that his front foot is outside of the batter's box before he takes his step in his swing. So something that is maybe a little bit atypical, but it works for Dotel. It shows it via the numbers. Here comes Delgado, set glove over the face. A check over to first. A long pause, and now he comes home. A high fastball challenging a very power-hitting Wellington Dotel. Getting it right past Dotel, winning the battle was Casey Delgado, and he's ahead on the count, 0-2. It's dangerous to elevate a fastball, especially high and inside, to a guy who already has a pair of home runs through the first 2 games of this series. Here we are in the third. Delgado set out of the stretch. Here he comes with the pitch. A curveball bounces in the dirt. No go from Casilla over at first base, but it does go for ball number 1. Delgado looks back, and he'll grab the ball, step his way back onto the mound, towing the rubber, and now he's ready out of the stretch. He'll toss his glove on his chest. Now he brings it to his face, but not before Dotel right as Delgado will come set. He's going to take a little bit of a timeout, and he's going to reset his batting gloves. Now ready for that 1-2 pitch is Dotel. Here come home with the pitch. A hit and run almost gets over Frank Martinez. He swings it across the infield, and Wellington Dotel will be put out for out number 1. But a good job by the York Revolution, recognizing they wanted to stay out of the double play ball. So Casilla basically moves over to second in what is good as a sacrifice bunt, but it goes down as a 5-3 putout from Wellington Dotel. And that brings up Melky Mesa. Mesa's got some major league time on his ledger as a career. Back in 2012 and 2013, he got a total of 15 combined at-bats, in which he batted 400, 6 for 15. He's going to see a curveball and launch it to left field. That ball has home run written all over it, and it's going to exit Regency Furniture Stadium in an absolute hurry. That ball's going to land on the walking deck that connects the outfield grass and right to the mini monster, and Melky Mesa's 2-run blast is going to quickly put the Revolution up by a score of 2-0. So Melky Mesa is able to come through with his second home run of just this series, and he's got 4 RBIs now in the series. He's good for a total of 3 for 11, but 2 of those 3 hits being blasts. That brings up another guy that's got some serious pop in his bat in the form of Michael Burgess. Burgess will come up. He has 10 home runs on the year, 32 RBIs, but only a .235 batting average. But when he gets a hold of the ball, it's clearly going to go a long ways. Delgado not happy with that call from the home plate umpire. Burgess will step back in. He went to the same high school as Gary Sheffield did, Burgess. He also did something that very few men have done at that high school. There's only been 3 guys that have hit a home run over a certain building out past right field at his high school. Those men were Gary Sheffield, Barry Bonds, and Frank Thomas. So that's a very, very elite club to be joining if you're Michael Burgess. But his career hasn't had quite the same trajectory as those men that I just mentioned, but he's still a monster here in the Atlantic League. He'll swing through the 1-1 pitch, and that makes the count 1-2 in favor of Casey Delgado. Burgess will stare at the center of his bat. A lot of guys like to do that. They'll step out, they'll look at the logo on their bat so they can just zero in on one thing, and it really helps them focus. A curveball bounces about 56 feet from Casey Delgado. He's had some struggles with that curveball and locating it here in this top of the 4th inning. He's bounced a couple of them, and not really to the point where you'd think that a guy would even think about trying to swing at those. Delgado gets back on the rubber, completely getting himself onto the first base side of the rubber. Here he comes out of the windup, and a pitch is going to be drilled into right field. A bat flip by Michael Burgess. I don't think it went quite as far as he initially thought it was going to, as he is going to be set down for the second Revolution out here in this inning. As he lines one to right field, and it's gloved by Angelo Sanco. So with 2 down and none on and a 2-0 lead all coming in this inning from the Revolution, that brings up the former Blue Crab, Zach Wilson. Wilson on the year, a .248 hitter, 4 home runs and a 21 RBIs to his name. First pitch from Delgado is going to catch the outside corner for strike number 1. Wilson playing first base today here for these York Revolution. He also plays third base, so the corner infielder digs back into his box. The stretch and the pitch, here it comes. Looked like quite about the same pitch to me, but according to the home plate umpire, misses a little bit outside. And showing his displeasure with that umpire is Casey Delgado. Delgado covering the face with his glove. Now he's got his sign. Here he comes out of the windup, coming home with the pitch and bounces another off-speed, this time a changeup. He's been bouncing every off-speed he's thrown in the dirt, and that makes the count 2-1. Blue Crabs dropped the first 2 games of this series here at the start of the first half. So they're 0-2, not the start they were looking for to begin this second half of the season. as Delgado misses downstairs and a little bit outside for the third ball of the count. Trying to not get swept right before the All-Star break, which begins tomorrow. So the Blue Crabs, outside of a couple of guys, will have some time off. Pitch inside, and that will walk the batter, Zach Wilson. And for Casey Delgado, he's had a very good outing to this point in the day before this inning. Through the first three, he only allowed one hit. He did not walk anybody, and he had 3 strikeouts. So a very good day before this inning, getting a little roughed up and finally shows some command issues. If you're Delgado, you got to forget about what just happened via the home run, and you can't be nervous going after batters. You got to go with the same approach and just trust that your offense is going to provide. So that brings up Jose Cuevas, the third baseman for these Revolution. Last time he was up, he sent a line shot to center field, and now he hits a deep ball to left. It'll hang up a little bit more than it initially looked like it may have, and gloving it without any troubles is the left fielder, Angelis Nina. That puts us through 3.5 innings of baseball played. Here in this top of the 4th inning, the York Revolution plate 2 on a 2-run blast off the bat of Melky Mesa. No errors for the Blue Crabs in the inning, and 1 runner left on base. That puts us through 3.5, and when we come back, up to the plate are Devin Rodriguez, Angelis Nina, and Angelo Sanko when we return on the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Hey, this is Austin Green, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Blue Crabs fans, come celebrate the bluest birthday of them all on Friday night, August 17th. It's Pinch's birthday party with appearances by all of Pinch's mascot friends. After the game, stick around for a post-game cupcake drop brought to you by Pump It Up of Waldorf. That's right, cupcakes raining out of the sky from the outfield with prizes for some lucky contestants. For more information, visit somdbluecrabs.com/promotion or call 301-638-9788.
Hey kids, this is Drake Britton, pitcher for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. If you're under 12 years old, make sure to check out our Chick-fil-A Backfin Buddies program. For just $15, kids will receive free admission to every Friday home game this season, as well as a Backfin Buddies t-shirt and Pinch pencil pouch. During the games, all members wearing their t-shirt get to go on the field for the High Five Tunnel, as well as free admission to the kids' park and a free ice cream helmet. For more information, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
Hey, this is Jose Gonzalez, and you are listening to the Blue Crab Broadcast Network.
Welcome back inside Regency Furniture Stadium for the bottom of the 4th inning of baseball here in Waldorf, Maryland. Devin Rodriguez set to let it off for the Blue Crabs here in this bottom half of the 4th. Rodriguez, the left-handed hitter, digs in to face Dominic Severino, and he'll miss downstairs with his curveball, and that makes the count 1-0, or so I thought. Called a strike, and we'll see the count run to 0-1. A little bit of a left-handed shift over on the left side of the infield. More Jurassic coming on the right side. Playing him easily to his pull side are both Casilla and Wilson. We've seen at the start of the season, Rodriguez was very good at spreading the ball around the field, but here in these last 10 games, he's struggled with his ability to go the other way, and the Revolution playing him accordingly as we see the count go to 1-2. He's been trying to go the other way, but when he tries to do so, he lunges his body over towards the third base side, and it just messes up his swing in big fashion. Severino out of the windup comes home with the changeup, and that's going to be laced but well out of play on top of our Legends Club in left field, where on Thursday nights, Foster's Grill brings you $30 for all-you-can-eat wings and all-you-can-drink beer. It's quite the steal, folks. If you have any interest in either of those things, you have to come out for those. 1-2 stays the count, and Severino out of the windup, a slow windup, but he comes home with the pitch, a check swing and a check down to third. Third base umpire says that Rodriguez did cross the plane, a drop third strike and a tag. Retires Rodriguez for the first out of this bottom of the fourth. A strikeout brings up Angelis Nina. Nina on the day, he flew out over to right field, and it was caught in shallow right by the second baseman, Casilla, back in the second. So he comes up in the bottom of the fourth with an 0-1 record on the day. A 270 hitter. That average has been climbing through the roof of late, folks. He has been absolutely on fire. Nina with a tap on the plate after the first ball has crossed. Here comes the second. This time it does catch the zone. Taking all the way was Nina. And like he has all game, he's taking his dear time outside of the box, maybe trying to mess with this quick tempo of Severino. Severino comes home with the 1-1 well inside. We see the count shift in Nina's favor, 2-1. Nina steps back into his right-handed batter's box. The former very touted prospect in the Rockies organization swings through the fourth pitch of the at-bat, and that evens up the count at 2-2. He hit in the low 300s at AAA for the Rockies, but it becomes an issue with how good the infield is for the Rockies at the major league level. It really cost him a chance to get called up as he loops one over to right. It gets almost foul and will end up escaping play. So finding new life is the hitter Angelis Nina. We see a lot of guys that come to this level have different stories. Some were highly touted prospects that didn't end up panning out like they may have thought. Some have injuries, some are just very good players that opt to play here. Others, like Nina, had the chance to make the big show but just weren't quite in the organization. When you have guys like Story and Arenado on the left side of their infield in Colorado, it really doesn't leave much room for Nina. A diving play by Alexi Casilla is going to end up in a base hit by Angelis Nina. Going full extension was Alexi Casilla, but the ball escaped his glove upon landing on the ground. A forced fumble in football, if you will, and that is the first Blue Crabs hit of this bottom of the fourth. With that hit, they are beating the Revolution in terms of hits in the ball game. They have 4, as opposed to the Revolution's 3. Revolution do lead this game. Both of those 2 runs came on a 2-run blast last inning off the bat of Melky Mesa. Angelo Sanko comes in with a similar shift to Devin Rodriguez earlier in the inning. A pull-heavy shift will be floated into shallow center field, giving chase the center fielder Dotel. He didn't call it off, and that ball's going to drop, folks. Alexi Casilla tried to make the Willie Mays-esque over-the-shoulder catch. Not enough communication from the outfield/infield of the Revolution, and the Blue Crabs find themselves in business here with 1 down and back-to-back singles. That brings up the ever-present threat of the catcher, Austin Green, hitting .268 on the year, a pair of home runs and 9 RBIs to his ledger. Earlier in the game, his lone at-bat came in the second when he flew out to the first baseman, Wilson. Sanko now 2 for 2 on the day, and in the past 2 games that he's played in, he finds himself 5 for 6. So a man that was struggling by his own standards coming into those games is absolutely scorching heading into the All-Star break. Green will see the catcher Diaz set out on the outside corner. Here comes the 1-0 out of the stretch from Severino. Runners go on the pitch. A dive in to third base, and Angelis Nina will be caught stealing. That hurts if you're the Blue Crabs for 2 reasons. One, Sanko didn't go on the pitch, and that hurts because let's say Nina does still get out. Well, then the Blue Crabs have a runner in scoring position with 2 down. But now, instead of having runners at first and second with 1 down, you only have a runner at first and 2 outs. So the easy play at second with the force is in order. And here comes the 1-1 pitch to Green. He's going to lift one deep into left, giving chase at the track is Mesa. That ball hangs up, and it'll end up looping back into shallower left field, where Mesa puts it away for out number 3. What seemed at the beginning to be a very promising inning for the Blue Crabs is squandered by a caught stealing. 2 base hits in the inning. No runs scored by the Blue Crabs. No errors in the inning for the Revolution. And 1 runner left on base for the Blue Crabs. That puts us through 4 innings of baseball played. When we come back, Casey Delgado returns to the mound to take on the Revolution in the top of the 5th. Don't go anywhere, because we'll have it right here for you on your Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Hey, this is David Wayne Russo, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Calling all Jedis, please report to Regency Furniture Stadium on July 28th for Star Wars Night as the Blue Crabs take on Long Island. This night will feature an appearance by Jedi Saber Combat and a post-game fireworks spectacular. For more information on this or other exciting events throughout the season, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or you can call us at 301-638-9788.
This is Brandon Compton, right-handed pitcher for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Join our team every Friday home game as we honor those who serve our country by remembering everyone deployed. Every Red Friday, the team will wear red jerseys brought to you by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. All active and former military members receive $5 tickets with their ID. For more information or to get tickets today, please visit us online at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
And you're listening to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Welcome back to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network. You were introduced into this inning by Corey Vaughn. He's an everyday starter for the Blue Crabs, and he's also an all-star, but heading into the break, he gets a rare day off, so you won't see him in the lineup today, taking his place in center field. Ryan Strasburger, and up to bat here in the bottom of the 5th inning, will be the batter, the shortstop, Ryan Dent, and he sees the count go to 0-1. 0-1 count to the batter, Dent. And here comes the pitch. A dribbler over to short. Garcia gobbles it up and swings it across the infield to Devin Rodriguez, and a quick 6-3 putout puts away the first Revolution batter of this inning. Roger Diaz, the new batter to come to the plate. The catcher wearing number 36 on the back of his jersey. His last outing, make that the last time he came to the plate. He dribbled one over to the right side, and Angeles Nina put him away with no issue. Diaz on the year, 3 for 7, so very limited appearances. He sees the first pitch miss high for ball number 1, but in his debut, he did go 2 for 3 with an RBI. 3 for 7 coming into this game, and another dribbler to short, fielded by Garcia. A swing and a hop over to first base, and Devin Rodriguez puts away yet another Revolution here in this very short start to the Revolution's half of the 5th inning. That brings up Jared Mitchell. Mitchell comes in 0 for 2 on the day, a .249 hitter, 4 home runs, and 22 RBIs for the right fielder. Back in 2010, he was picked 2 picks before Mike Trout in the MLB draft. He was taken 23rd overall, and he'll take downstairs for the first pitch and misses for ball number 1, but I'm guessing that the White Sox want that pick back. Mitchell, a great athlete, but Mike Trout's panned out to be one of the best to ever play the game. Out of the windup, Delgado comes home with the 1-0, and Mitchell fouls it back and out of play. That sets the count even at 1-1. Mitchell in high school was the Louisiana Gatorade Player of the Year and a 3-time All-State player. He was the number 3 high school prospect in all of America, according to Baseball America. Delgado steps off, and he'll wipe some sweat off of his face. A much cooler day here in Southern Maryland than we've seen quite frequently. As the ball is going to be dribbled over to the right side, but well foul. Mitchell flips the bat up to himself and finds himself in a 1-2 hold to the right-handed pitching Casey Delgado. He opted after getting drafted out of high school to stay in his academic days, and he went to Louisiana State University, where he not only won a NCAA championship as a baseball player, but also won a championship as a football player. He was a receiver for the Tigers back in those days. Very, very impressive stuff for Jared Mitchell. He'll see a curveball missed downstairs, and the number of pitches thrown in this bat has already evened the first 2 batters in this inning with 4. Mitchell digs into his box. Here comes the pitch out of the windup, and that's another bouncing curveball. So if Delgado wants to go deep into this day, you have to have more than one pitch that's working. He's been pretty stellar up to this point. 2 runs allowed, both on that 2-run shot coming off the bat of Melky Mesa. But if you don't have the changeup or the curveball going, you're not going to be able to make it deep into this ball game. Let's see if he gets it this time. Here comes the payoff pitch. And a ground ball to second base. Fielding without any struggles is Rosario. He gives it off to his fellow right side infielder, Devin Rodriguez, for out number 3. Making slight work of the Revolutions in the top of the 5th was the pitcher, Casey Delgado. That wraps up the top of the 5th for us here at the DC. Make that the DC area, I should say. Southern Maryland Blue Crabs Broadcast Network. In this top of the 5th, we saw no hits, no runs, no errors, no runners left on base for the Revolution. And when we come back, it's your Blue Crabs looking to get back at this 2-run hole they find themselves in. To do that, you have Craig Maddox, Francisco Rosario, and Ryan Strasburger due up when we return on the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
The Atlantic League's biggest stars are coming to Long Island this summer. See them all on Wednesday, July 11th at the 2018 Atlantic League All-Star Game, presented by Good Samaritan Hospital Medical Center. The top players from the Liberty and Freedom divisions will take the field for the Midsummer Classic, as well as the pregame Dig Me Home Run Derby. Following the game, all fans in attendance will enjoy the biggest fireworks spectacular of the season. Get your tickets for the 2018 All-Star Game today by visiting liducks.com/All-Star or calling 631-940-TIXX.
This is Austin Green from the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Join us every Tuesday home game as we turn 2 with our new Double Play Tuesdays. These nights, tickets are buy one, get one free in the box office, as well as BOGO on select items at the concession stands. For more information or to get tickets today, please visit us online at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
Hey, this is Drake Britton. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Welcome back to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network. And leading off this bottom of the 5th inning of baseball is Craig Maddox. Maddox will come up after a very good game, being the player of the game a couple of days ago, but some struggles since. He finds himself still in the lineup, batting in the 8th spot, and the first pitch he takes from Severino misses downstairs for ball 1. Maddox found himself in the 3-hole yesterday. That was the first time he was inserted there all season. He'll come in with his unorthodox batting stance from a southpaw perspective, and the second pitch crosses the zone for strike number 1. Maddox, a 191 hitter in limited time this year, but in limited time he also has 9 RBIs, so you can look at it from either side. He's been very much in the clutch, if you will, but at the same time, when he doesn't need to be clutch, he hasn't been necessarily spectacular. 1-2 the count from the right-handed pitching Severino. He'll come out of the windup, a slow one at that, coming home with the pitch and swinging through a off-speed well in the dirt was the batter Craig Maddox, and that puts away the first Blue Crab of this half of the 5th inning. That first out brings up Francisco Rosario. Rosario Wears number 2 on the back of his jersey, playing second base for the Blue Crabs today. 243 hitter, no home runs, and 4 RBIs. He already has a hit in today's ballgame. If you're noticing the difference in uniforms tonight for the Blue Crabs, that's because tonight is the Battle of the Badges. Following tonight's game, it's going to be something that is a little bit, well, let's say, you have to come to see it. We're not going to have it on the broadcast, but I will tell you, it's going to be something you want to see. The firefighters and the police here in Waldorf, Maryland are going to be playing a 7-inning baseball game after this for some bragging rights and much more. Also, if you want one of these jerseys representing the men and women that serve us here in America, you can come buy it at our silent auction this evening. So many great deals as another out's recorded for the Blue Crabs, and that brings up the top of the order in the form of Ryan Strasburger. Rosario put out on a ground out to the right side, and now a swing and a miss from Strasburger makes the count 0-1. Always excitement coming on here at Regency Furniture Stadium. Always a great day to come out and enjoy some Blue Crabs baseball. 0-2 the count after Strasburger fouls one out of play and into the parking lot behind us here in the press box, and finding himself in a deep 0-2 hole, Strasburger. Severino out of the windup, the kick, the delivery, and a fastball right in the wheelhouse of Strasburger. He probably wants that back. He swings right under it, but does get a piece, so it'll foul back into the netting. The count stays at 0-2. Strasburger with that high batting stance. You see the hands all the way up over the head. Gives him a good plane down to the ball. You might think that might hurt his home run numbers, but a lot of times guys will chop down at a ball, and that gives them more backspin, which gets balls out of here. Not this one, though, as it's dribbled over to the left side. That ball finds the Blue Crabs dugout, and the ball's tossed into the stands for a lucky fan that will run and go get it. And the count stays at 0-2. Strasburger digs into his box. Severino out of the windup. Here comes the pitch. A lazy swing at a curveball way out of the zone and in the dirt from Strasburger is going to set him down on strikes. 2 strikeouts in this inning for the pitcher Severino, along with a ground out, mean no runs in the inning for the Blue Crabs, no hits, no errors, and no runners left on base. We're through 5 full innings here in Southern Maryland, and when we come back, Casey Delgado heads to the mound for his 6th inning of work. You don't want to miss it, folks. We'll have it right here when we return on the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Hey, this is James Frisbee, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Blue Crabs fans, your group of 20 or more can join us all season long with any of our several group hospitality areas at Regency Furniture Stadium. Our spacious and modern amenities can entertain your group starting at just $10 per person. The open-air picnic pavilion, upscale Legends Club, or luxury suites provide the backdrop for great nights at the ballpark. Call group sales at 301-638-9788 for more info or to book your group today. Washington sports fans, rock your red, wear your curly W's, and break out your burgundy and gold for Washington Sports Night on Friday night, August 10th. That night, there will be a special Washington Sports t-shirt giveaway for the first fans in attendance, so arrive early, and don't miss a special appearance by the racing presidents from Nationals Park. To get your tickets today, stop by the E-Trepid box office, visit somdbluecrabs.com, or call 301-638-9788.
Welcome back to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network. As we get set for this inning of baseball, we are in the top of the 6th. And to lead it off, the second baseman, Alexi Casilla, will face off against your Blue Crabs pitcher, Casey Delgado. First pitch from Delgado misses downstairs for ball number 1. Casilla had his day in the major leagues. He spent 9 seasons in the MLB as he swings and chops this one back foul, 1-1 the count. He spent 7 years with the Twins, 2 with the Orioles, a .247 career hitter, but his highs in both RBIs, home runs, and batting average all came in 2008 with the Twins. He hit .281 that year and had 7 home runs and 50 RBIs. But Casey Delgado coming after him today, and the count goes to 1-2. Delgado, a rock and a fire. Here he comes home with the pitch. A ball lined over to the left side, but lands back in that bullpen of the Blue Crabs, so things stay at 1-2. He was also the unlikely hero to come through in the AL Central tiebreaker in the regular season at the end of the year for the Twins, in which he had a walk-off hit, which really changed the trajectory of the season for those Twins that year. Trying to change the trajectory of the season for the Revs here in this top of the 6th inning, and a curveball is just about there. Delgado on his knees with his hands. He wanted that call so bad, and deservingly so. There's been a whole lot of balls that he spiked in the dirt via the curveball this evening, and finally he gets one in the zone and he doesn't get the call. Delgado with a long break off of the mound, and deservingly so. A little bit distraught about that call. Now he's ready. He'll come home with the 2-2 once he gets his sign. He's got it from the catcher, Austin Green. Here comes the stretch and the kick. Curveball's laced up the middle. Garcia's got to make a spectacular play, and he does just that. A beautiful play putting out the speedy Alexi Casilla. Puts away the first revolution of this top of the 6th inning. What a play by the shortstop, Edwin Garcia. That's some stuff that you're only going to see from a very good defensive guy. That's what we've got here with the Blue Crabs, especially the two up the middle. Both Rosario and Garcia are surefire web gems every single time you visit us here at Regency Furniture Stadium. A rock back and a fire to Wellington Dotel, who awaits on his third at-bat of the evening. He's facing off against Delgado once again. He's 1 for 2 on the day with a ground out and a single. Trying to make him 1 for 3 is Delgado as he comes home with an elevated fastball at the numbers. And the count evens make that goes in the favor of the batter Wellington Dotel, 2-0. Dotel with that very open stance prepares for the Delgado 2-0. He chops one just protecting himself. He thought it was coming up at his check swing. Does protect him, but costs him a strike at that. So the count goes to 2-1 with a dribbler over to the right side. 2-1 the count to the batter Wellington Dotel. He started the year with the Sugarland Skeeters. Now he finds himself in a Revs uniform. The rock back out of the windup from Delgado, and a fastball catches the high and outside corner. So Delgado was saved by that check swing. He took advantage and now evens the count at 2-2. Chin up for Delgado after that rough call. He comes home with a curveball that he's finally spotting for the first times on the day. All it took was that no call from the umpire, and he's got the chip on his shoulder to continue his dominance. Now starting with the curveball in. 2-2 stays the count to the batter Dotel. 5 for 10 in this series here in the third and final game. He has 2 home runs and 4 RBIs. A swing and a curveball in the dirt. A drop third strike, a throw down from Austin Green. No problem for Devin Rodriguez. And the drop third strike is going to put away the second revolution of this top of the 6th inning. Casey Delgado really coming back into his own here in this top of the 6th. Now that he has the curveball working, this could be a very long day of work for him in terms of innings pitched, not pitches thrown. 2 down and none on for the Revolution. That brings up Melky Mesa, and that puts a sour taste in the mouth of Casey Delgado, as only 2 runs have been scored in this whole ball game, both coming on the blast to left field off the bat of Mesa last time he was up. Establishing the inner half of the plate is Casey Delgado, missing inside to Mesa, and the count goes to 1-0. Mesa digs into his box. He is confident, you'd have to imagine, after already 2 home runs here in this series. A ball's going to get out of play and once again be a nice gift and souvenir for a lucky fan. Count evens up at 1-1 to the batter, Mesa. He'll dig back into his box. Delgado quickly out of the windup, coming home with the pitch, and a curveball misses in the dirt. He falls behind 2-1. Folks, he's really been at his best this evening when he's been getting ahead in counts, and then obviously also coming right after batters with that curveball when he's able to place it. When he's not, that's when he's struggling. The 2-1 pitch to Mesa misses inside. The other issue that he's been having is that he's been dancing around batters that he may not be as confident going after. Mesa, with good reason, one of those batters in the count 3-1. The pitch to Mesa, a foul and off of his shin. I think trying to just get that pitch over was Delgado. Mesa had his chops licking, and he's too much power on that swing, so it gets hit into the ground. Count runs to full to Delgado, who just reached for his lower back out there on the mound and then bent down to touch his tippy toes, maybe stretching those hamstrings to get that back loose, but that's not a good sign if you're head coach James Frisbee. Giving both the pitcher and the batter some time after their respective possible injuries is the home plate umpire, and now ready for the payoff pitch is Delgado. Delgado out of the windup, a rock, here comes the fire, and the pitch home is drilled to deep left. That could be the second home run of Mesa's evening, giving chase Ryan Strasburger, and that ball is going to find the basketball court in left field that a lucky fan's able to pick up. What a shot from Melky Mesa. Mesa came into this game with just 7 home runs on the year. He already has 2 home runs in this game. He has all 3 RBIs and 2 of the 3 York runs scored in the game. What an absolute blast. And maybe now I wonder if Casey Delgado wasn't thinking correctly. Maybe I should say he was thinking correctly. I was thinking incorrectly about him dancing around Mesa. 3-0 the score, and that brings up another serious power threat, Michael Burgess. A hefty shift over to the right side for Burgess, as you see Francisco Rosario playing almost in first base position. Garcia, the shortstop, behind the base itself, and the count at 0-1. Here comes the rock, the fire out of the windup, and a good curveball misses downstairs, and that'll even things up at 1-1. Covering the glove with his face to not allow Burgess to see what pitch he may have in store. Here comes the pitch. It was a curveball, and it catches the inside half of the plate. Up in the count, going right after Burgess after the big home run, and 1-2 the count. Delgado ready to deliver the 1-2, just waiting on Burgess. Here he comes with the pitch. Fastball elevated and outside. Is swung and fouled back by the batter Burgess, and that'll even things up at it'll keep the count at 1-2. So a 1-2 count to the batter Michael Burgess. He's going to have to get ahead of the pitcher Delgado here. Standing in the left-handed batter's box preparing for the 1-2, and that'll hit the batter unless he danced out of the way just in time. It appears as though he did. So that'll even things up at 2-2 to Burgess. Burgess trying to prepare for this pitch after almost taking one off the leg. We'll see how he responds, and we'll see how Delgado responds on the 2-2. Delgado out of the windup. Here he comes home with the pitch. Swung on and chopped foul. Actually, it looks like a drop third strike. No attempt down to first from the batter Burgess. And that's going to be the 3rd out of the inning. Not before these Revolution can plate 1 run on 1 hit. It was a solo blast to left field. No errors and no runners left on base puts us through 5.5 innings of baseball played. Looking to dig back into this lead is the meat of this order for the Blue Crabs. They'll have to do it in the form of Edwin Garcia, Frank Martinez, and Devin Rodriguez. We'll have it right here for you So don't you go anywhere. We'll be right back on the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Blue Crabs fans, every season we can't do it without you, so on Sunday, September 16th for the regular season finale, it's Fan Appreciation Day. This night will feature a special t-shirt giveaway, as well as a pre-game team autograph session and post-game Kids Run the Bases. Stop by the Regency Furniture Stadium box office, call 301-638-9788, or visit somdbluecrabs.com today to get your tickets.
Hey kids, are you ready to be a superhero? Join us September 1st for Superhero Night, presented by Pump It Up of Waldorf. This night you will receive your very own superhero cape to help Pinch and the Blue Crabs defeat the Road Warriors. The night will also feature a post-game fireworks spectacular. Get your tickets today at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
Hey, this is Andrew Daniel, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Welcome back to that Blue Crabs Broadcast Network. My name is Andrew Banster, bringing you the play-by-play this afternoon. Up to bat, Edwin Garcia here to lead off the bottom of the sixth inning. The Blue Crabs find themselves in quite the hole, down 3-0. They are still out hitting the Revolution. The only issue is that 2 of the 4 hits for the Revolution have been home runs by Melky Mesa, who's playing left field for these Revolution, as the first pitch to Edwin Garcia misses outside for ball 1. Garcia preparing for the 1-0. Here it comes home from Severino. He steps out and lifts one over to the shortstop, Dent, who's unable to come up to the ball. So the fellow shortstop makes an error, and he's going to put the first Blue Crab of the inning on in a game in which you're out hitting the opponent but can't get on base or score runs. That becomes the opportunity where when the other team makes an error, you have to capitalize immediately. Frank Martinez, the man to attempt to do that. The switch-hitting third baseman Martinez comes up 1 for 2 on the day. A .303 average coming into this ballgame. Severino out of the stretch will miss well outside. He tells his catcher, Diaz, it's okay, I'm going to be fine, but I don't even think that was a pitch out, folks. I just think that was a very badly missed pitch by Severino. We'll have to see how he recovers and if Martinez is able to really take control of back-to-back errors, if you want to count this pass pitch as one. Coming home with the pitch from Severino, this time well inside. So maybe some command issues starting to take place here in this bottom of the sixth inning as the count goes to 2-0 to the batter Martinez. Some action in that Blue Crabs bullpen. It looks like Sam Runyon out there. We'll get you the confirmation as we get it. As a pitch to Martinez, this time in the zone, but fouled straight back, and the count goes to 2-1 to the third baseman. Martinez is in his 15th year of professional baseball, his first in the Atlantic League, but everywhere he's been, he's just been dominant. Most of his seasons, he's hit over 300. He continues that trend here in Southern Maryland, hitting over 300 on the year. A toss over to first, definitely not Severino's best move, but a move nonetheless, just to keep Edwin Garcia close over there at first. Martinez digs into the left-handed batter's box, a look over to first from the pitcher Severino. And the York pitcher will come home with the pitch. It'll catch the inside corner, so Martinez swings, but he'll foul it off a little bit out of play. It heads over in the general vicinity of the bullpen of the York Revolution, and that evens things up at 2-2. Martinez, there's not really any way to just divvy up his numbers. You could, with a lot of guys, you can say they're really good at home, they're really good away. Martinez, he's just good everywhere. 2-2 pitch looming from Severino. Here it comes, and a curveball's going to get down the right field line, giving chase. The right fielder in a full extension dive is unable to be brought up by the right fielder, Jared Mitchell. So Frank Martinez gets his second hit of this ball game, and two plays that could have been made were not. So back-to-back Blue Crabs are able to reach base here in this bottom of the sixth. And finally, the Blue Crabs seem to be getting something going. That'll bring head coach Mark Mason out to the mound to visit with his pitcher, Dominic Severino. Also, the trainer is going to head out to first base to check on Frank Martinez. Martinez, a couple of games ago, caught a pitch in the ribs, and he went down and took a couple of minutes to get up. He's really one of the toughest guys you're going to meet, so that was pretty shocking to see how long it took Martinez to get up, considering it's a big injury when a guy like that takes his time. It does look like it is Sam Runyon down in the Blue Crabs bullpen. No change yet for the opposing York Revolution. So staying on the mound is Dominic Severino. Everybody in the field will return to their respective positions, including the Blue Crabs trainer, Lauren Eck. She'll head back to the Blue Crabs dugout. That means Frank Martinez is at least healthy enough to continue running the bases. That brings up Devin Rodriguez. Rodriguez 0 for 2 on the day with a pop out to shortstop and a strikeout. Can't put quite as much of a shift on Rodriguez with runners on the corner, so that may play to his advantage as a check to first on a pickoff move. No action, so Frank Martinez gets back up safely and standing. Bottom of the sixth action, the Blue Crabs 6 hits on the day lead the Revolution, but the runs don't tell that same story. 3 runs for the Revolution as they all come on home runs from Melky Mesa. He has 2 of them on the day, 1 a solo shot and 1 a 2-run blast. 2-0 goes the count to the batter, Devin Rodriguez. Rodriguez understands he's in control, and realistically, pitcher Severino's having some serious command issues here in this bottom of the sixth. Along Severino comes home, a ball chopped back foul, and Devin Rodriguez shows some serious displeasure, let's say, with that swing as you see him angrily swinging his bat afterwards. The all-star here in the Atlantic League, a very, very good hitter, but with that comes some high expectations for yourself. So when you don't hit a good pitch that you think you should have, it makes sense why you would be irritated. Runners on the corners and 0 outs for Rodriguez here in the bottom of the sixth. A long look and coming home is Severino, jumping at a curveball, but holding back is the batter Rodriguez, and he gets ahead in this count, 2-1. Rodriguez, a .275 hitter on the year. He has 20 RBIs, and he has a pair of home runs. Rodriguez settles back into his left-handed batter's box. Severino set, and he'll come home with the pitch. The 2-2 dribbled up the middle, a tailor-made double play ball. Ryan Dent fields with ease, and he'll throw it away to his first baseman, Zach Wilson, for the 4-6, make that the 6-3 double play. But coming home on that same play came home in the form of Edwin Garcia. So no RBI on the play for Devin Rodriguez, because you can't get an RBI when it's a double play. But a run does score for the Blue Crabs, the first of the day. That makes the score just 3-1. So a big double play to turn for the Revs. I would imagine that they're okay trading an out, 2 outs for a run, as a deep ball getting into right center. If it wasn't for the athleticism of Wellington Dotel, that could have dropped, but it does not. So getting put out on the play is Nina, and that wraps up the Blue Crabs' half of the sixth inning. They do plate 1 run. That comes on 1 error from the York Revolution. It comes off 1 hit as well. The Blue Crabs leave 1 on base, and we are through 2/3 of a ball game. When we come back, it's going to be Delgado once more on the bump. Actually, he's going to be relieved by Sam Runyon. Also, when we come back, Brandon Bulanda back on the broadcast. We'll have it right here for you, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Blue Crabs fans, every season we can't do it without you, so on Sunday, September 16th for the regular season finale, it's Fan Appreciation Day. This night will feature a special t-shirt giveaway, as well as a pre-game team autograph session and post-game Kids Run the Bases. Stop by the Regency Furniture Stadium box office, call 301-638-9788, or visit somdbluecrabs.com today to get your tickets.
Hey kids, are you ready to be a superhero? Join us September 1st for Superhero Night, presented by Pump It Up of Waldorf. This night you will receive your very own superhero cape to help Pinch and the Blue Crabs defeat the Road Warriors. The night will also feature a post-game fireworks spectacular. Get your tickets today at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
Hey, this is Andrew Daniel, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Welcome back inside Regency Furniture Stadium. Sam Runyon, the new arm on the mound for the Blue Crabs. He'll come in to relieve the sixth inning of solid work from Casey Delgado, and the first batter to face off against the new pitcher Sam Runyon is Zach Wilson. Runyon, a very, very good year to this point. Outside of a couple struggles of late, as the ball's going to be lifted very high to deep, actually center, shallow field, as laying on the ground after he didn't quite get a good look at that ball is Francisco Rosario, but nonetheless, he will put that in the back of his glove for an interesting first out, to say the least. For Sam Runyon, he's had an up and down year. At the start of the year, a little bit of a struggle, but then he had 18 scoreless appearances. So absolutely incredible. I don't even need to say anything else about that, but in 3 of his last 4 appearances, he has allowed runs. He has a 3, make that an 0-3 record on the year as he gets his first strike across to the batter, Cuevas. For Runyon, he has a 2.55 ERA in 31 2/3 innings pitched. He's allowed 11 runs, 9 of them earned. 0-1 the count to the batter, Cuevas. Comes the second pitch. This one lifted deep into right center, but hanging up a little bit thanks to that inward wind from right center will make the second out of the Rebs' half inning. So Runyon, some struggles of late, but not showing them at all here. He's been dominant on all facets. The strikeout to walk ratio is through the roof. Came into a couple of appearances ago with just 5 strikeouts on the year. He had 3 in that single appearance. So a couple of things have been faltering for the pitcher Runyon, but of late he's been getting them figured out. First pitch to the batter, who comes up in the form of Ryan Dent. He takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. Dent made that error back in the bottom of the 6th inning that ended up plating 1 Blue Crab run. Off of a double play from Devin Rodriguez. There was none down, so that did score the Blue Crab as 0-2 goes the count. Make that 1-1, the even count to Dent. Dent will dig back into his right-handed batter's box, and Runyon will toe his foot back on the rubber. Runyon glove over the head as per usual. Coming home with the pitch. A good curveball is not breaking quite like Runyon may have wanted it to, and that'll put Dent ahead in the count, 2-1. Runyon working quickly as always. And he'll come out of the stretch. Coming set after he's got his sign from Green, coming home with the 2-1 pitch. This one dribbled and well fouled over to the right side, getting out of play, and that evens up the count at 2-2. 2-2 pitch looming from Sam Runyon. Runyon smacks the ball into his glove, and he'll prepare for the 2-2 pitch once more. He's got his sign from Green after some studying, and now he's ready. Coming home with the pitch out of the stretch, a slider that misses well outside. That'll make the count full to the batter, who comes up in the form of Ryan Dent. Dent playing shortstop once again. His first baseman on this team, Zach Wilson, is not only a former Blue Crab, but he's also a high school teammate of Ryan Dent's. So they go to high school together in California a couple of years ago, and they end up in York, Pennsylvania on the same baseball team. This time, though, Dent will swing through an elevated fastball, and easy work for Sam Runyon here in the top of the 7th puts us through 6.5 innings of baseball played. No hits, no runs, no errors, no runners left on base for the Rebs here in their half of the 7th. So that means it's the Blue Crabs' turn to take a half at this 7th inning. Angelo Sanko, Austin Green, and Craig Maddox, the men to try to do that. It's stretch time here in Southern Maryland, and we'll be right back on the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Dr. Milu and the courteous and professional staff at Cancer and Blood Disorders Treatment Center want you to know that for cases of cancer and blood disorders such as anemia, leukemia, and lymphoma, you don't have to travel all the way to D.C. or Baltimore to get high-quality, compassionate care close to home. Established in 1995, Cancer and Blood Disorders Treatment Center offers expertise, experience, and the highest standards needed for successful treatment of cancer and blood disorders. Dr. Milu is excited to be a part of the Blue Crabs family as the new sponsor of the Silver Sluggers program and games for the 2017 season. For more information or to schedule a consultation, call 301-638-1007 or visit cancerandblooddisorderscenter.com.
This is Devin Rodriguez from the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Join us every Tuesday home game as we turn to with our new Double Play Tuesdays. These nights, tickets are buy one, get one free in the box office, as well as buy one, get one on select items at the concession stands. For more information or to get tickets today, please visit us online at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
Hey, this is Ryan Strasburger, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
We're through 7 innings. Make that 6.5 here at the Regency Furniture Stadium here in Waldorf, Maryland. To lead off the bottom of the 7th after stretch time here, we have Angelo Sanko. Sanko's bat has been absolutely on fire. Folks, I'm surprised it's still all in one piece with how hot it's been. He's 2 for 3 on the day. He'll dribble one out to the pitcher without any troubles as Severino is out for his 7th inning of work, and he quickly retires the batter, Angelo Sanko. That brings up Austin Green. Green will come up to the plate. To this point in the day, he's 0 for 2 with a pair of pop-outs, and he'll come up facing against Severino. Severino's been very good today in the game thus far through his 6th inning of some work. He's allowed 6 hits, but only 1 run. That run was unearned. It's scored as a result of a Ryan Dent error. Green's first pitch he sees will miss well inside. We see the count to Green. Go to 1-0. Green, a catcher, a very good one at that. He's got the eye as a catcher typically does. So, typically a catcher's going to have a much better eye than your average hitter. Not only has he gotten accustomed to the umpire's calling, but that's his job, is to know where a pitch is. 1-1 the count to Green. Severino out of the windup. This pitch air-mailed in shallow infield. Coming in to get it, Zach Wilson, and putting away without any troubles, Austin Green, who pops out to the first baseman for the 2nd time in today's ball game. And that puts Craig Maddox in a tough situation. A guy that struggles when runners are not on base. That's a strange thing to say, I know, but it is the case. He's 0 for 2 on the day. He has come up with a man on both times. Make that one time, but he hasn't been able to come through. 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a pop out to center. And the first pitch he sees will miss well inside with a curveball. Maddox was signed just a couple of weeks ago. He's gotten a lot of starts here of late. Originally inserted into the lineup due to an injury to John Griffin, a bat that the Blue Crabs are seriously missing. Has a lot of pop in it. But he will be back after his injury. Doing some rehab right now is Griffin. And the Blue Crabs will be glad to have him back. Maddox awaits the pitch. The 2-0 will catch the inside corner to the batter Maddox. 2-1 the count. A pretty straight up defensive positioning. Some shading in the infield over to the right side. Maddox's pull side. 2-1 misses well inside, and 3-1 means a hitter's count for Craig Maddox. Second baseman Casilla playing well into the hole that would typically be in between the first and second baseman. Shortstop Dent playing a little bit to his left, our right from the press box. And at third base, Cuevas playing a little bit in the same direction. Maddox swings through an emphatic swing, but a big miss makes the count full. Severino looking to cap off his 7th inning of work. Maddox wants him to labor just a little bit more. We'll see who wins the battle on the payoff pitch. It comes in and it's lined into center. That will make the outfield, reaching right over the outstretched glove of the shortstop Dent. And a 2-out single for the Blue Crabs means some action is going to get going. We'll see if they can't capitalize on it. And the man to try to do so comes up in the form of Francisco Rosario. Rosario, another late addition to the 2018 Blue Crabs roster. A guy that, on the defensive end, Coach James Frisbee needs to have zero worries about him. Realistically, one of the best defensive players you're going to see anywhere you go. His glove is like a magnet no matter where he is. The offensive end has been a little bit of a struggle, but he'll see this one miss downstairs, 1-0. On the day, he is 1 for 2. He's raised the average in this past week from south of 200 to 243. Missing downstairs will bring a mound visit from head coach, and that could spell the end of the day for Severino. We'll see if Mason takes the ball from Severino. It doesn't look like he's going to immediately, which typically means that he'll leave Severino out on the mound for just a little bit longer. Gonna keep talking to Severino. If I'm Mason, I'm telling him at the moment, you're realistically doing very well. Yes, you've allowed 7 hits through as many innings, but if you can keep those runners from scoring outside of the one that scored on an error, keep doing your thing. And that's what Mason presumably will tell him as he'll head back to his first base dugout and leave his pitcher Severino out to try to finish off his 7th inning of work. That will not happen if Francisco Rosario has anything to say about it as the 9th hitter in the Blue Crabs lineup comes up. Severino delivers the pitch out of the stretch, and the first pitch catches on the outside corner for strike number 1. Rosario digs back into his left-handed batter's box. A couple of check swings to keep those wrists loose. Severino's got his sign, a long look, and now he comes home with the pitch. A curveball bounces in the dirt, and the catcher Diaz will have to scramble to go get it, making sure that Craig Maddox isn't going anywhere. Maddox will stay put, so the bouncing curveball doesn't come back to hurt Severino, at least for now. He'll have to really buckle down to try to get this bat of Rosario. 1 on and 2 down for the Blue Crabs. Set out of the stretch. Here comes the pitch, and that ball's blooped into center field. Giving chase is Ryan Dent. Calling him off is the left fielder Melky Mesa, who puts it away for out number 3. The Blue Crabs unable to capitalize on a 2-out single from Craig Maddox in the inning. No errors, 1 runner left on base, and no runs for the Blue Crabs. That means a new reliever's coming into the game to take Sam Runyon's place. We'll have everything you ever need to know about him when we return. And up for the Revolution when they come back is 9-1-2. We'll have it right here for you when we return on the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Hey, this is Shane Watson, and you're listening to Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Blue Crabs fans, Vicelli Pizza, known to have the best pizza in town, is offering you 20% off your order. That's right, 20% off. Just use code 779 to take advantage of this limited time offer. Vicelli offers pizzas, pastas, subs, wings, salads, and more. You can place your order for pickup or delivery online at Vicelli Pizza, VOCELLI.com, or call 301-705-5858, as well as visiting Vicelli Pizza at their Waldorf location, 11850 Park Waldorf Lane. Vicelli Pizza, delivering classic Italian quality.
Shopping for groceries in a clean, friendly store? That's smart. Shopping for groceries in a clean, friendly store and saving some money while you're doing it? That's wise. At Wise Markets, you'll find all your favorite brands at prices you'll appreciate. That means more meat for less money, more dinner for less dinero, and more milk for less moolah. Stop by a Wise Market today.
Eat better, spend less. That's wise.
Hey, this is Craig Stem, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Brandon Belanda back here inside Regency Furniture Stadium, 3-1 Blue Crabs Trail. As we head to the top of the 8th, they'll turn things over to another new reliever. It'll be Ryan Chafee on out of the pen. And Chafee's first pitch of the afternoon, a called strike to the catcher, Roger Diaz. The right-hander Chafee making his league-high 36th appearance as the 0-1 is fouled off. 0-2 we go. Chafee on the season, 2-0 with a 4.40 ERA. 3 for 3 in save opportunities when he started the year as the closer with Cody Epley on the DL. A breaking ball here will bounce in front of the catcher Green and head to the backstop. 1-2 goes the count. Chafee, the third pitcher to throw for the Blue Crabs today after 6 innings of 3-run ball for Casey Delgado, a quality start. Sam Runyon worked a 1-2-3 7th. Now Chafee for the 8th as a ground ball here to short. Circling around it is Garcia. He'll field and fire to first. And the first batter here in the 8th is retired. So Chafee starts the night with a ground ball out. And that'll turn the lineup back over to the top. Jared Mitchell will come up to bat. We saw Chafee in the 8th inning of last night's game. He got a ground out from Michael Burgess, gave up a single to Zach Wilson, and then a strikeout of Ryan Dent and a fly out from Luis Cruz. Mitchell, now seeing Chafee for the first time in the series, takes a fastball outside for ball 1. Swinging on the 1-0 is Mitchell. He'll push this one foul the other way off the roof of the Legends Club and even the count at 1-1. The right fielder 0 for 3 today. A strikeout looking and a pair of groundouts to this point for Mitchell. This one misses inside, so the count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Jared Mitchell. Alexi Casilla waits on deck. As Mitchell sends a ground ball to second, Francisco Rosario will field it there and flip on to first. 2 up, 2 down, start the night for Chafee He continues his strong performances as of late, looking for a 1-2-3 inning as Alexi Casilla will come up. Chafee has not allowed a run since June 21st. That spans 8 appearances and 7 in a third innings. Cold strike here as he gets ahead of Casilla. The 0-1, a changeup misses low and away, and the count at 1 ball and 1 strike to Casilla. The switch hitter is 1 for 3 on the day, a single and a run scored in the 4th, and a pair of ground outs surrounding that. A bunt attempt here, and pulling back, but a called strike anyway, as the count goes to 1-2 on Casilla. We've seen him do some interesting things with the bat throughout the series. Than in the 4th inning when he let go with his left hand and just stuck one hand out and tried to bunt. A line drive to center field, that's sinking and going to get down in front of Strasburger. And Alexi Casilla is aboard with a single, a multi-hit day for him as he's got a pair of singles. That'll bring in Wellington Dotel. 1 for 3, a single, a ground out, and a strikeout for him. Melky Mesa waits on deck, hoping to save Mesa for someone else out of the bullpen is Chafee. Mesa with a pair of home runs today. He's the difference in this ball game as he's been responsible for all 3 of the Revolution runs. Ground ball to second. This should end the inning. Rosario will field and fire to first to retire the side. Chafee works around the 2-out hit. He allows no runs on that 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left on base. Blue Crabs trail by 2. They have 6 outs to get them back in the right part of the order. Top of the lineup when we come back on the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Hilltop Signs and Graphics is the official signage partner of the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs this 2018 season and specializes in custom signage, vehicle wraps and decals, site lighting, and much more. Since 1992, Hilltop's top priority has been providing customers in the DMV area with the highest quality product. Call today at 301-373-7878 to start your project or visit hilltopsignsmd.com for more information. Hilltop Signs and Graphics, where design, fabrication, and installation is our expertise. Blue Crabs fans, your group of 20 or more can join us all season long with any of our several group hospitality areas at Regency Furniture Stadium. Our spacious and modern amenities can entertain your group starting at just $10 per person. The open-air picnic pavilion, upscale Legends Club, or luxury suite provide the backdrop for great nights at the ballpark. Call group sales at 301-638-9788 for more info or to book your group today.
Ryan Strasburger leads things off here in the bottom of the 8th as York will turn to the bullpen and right-hander Joe Van Meter's first pitch of the afternoon. A fastball misses low, 1 ball and no strikes. Van Meter goes back to the same pitch, same result as that one misses low to Strasburger. And now ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. Blue Crabs trail 3-1. They have 1 run on 7 hits. On the other side, York 3 runs on 5 hits, but Strasburger going to look to reach base to start the inning as Van Meter has fallen behind him. Now 3 balls and no strikes. 3-0 taking all the way is Strasburger, and to get it over fastball will move the count to 3-1. This one misses, and Ryan Strasburger is aboard with a 5-pitch walk. So after striking out in his first 3 at-bats, Strasburger finds a way on base here in the 8th. And now the tying run will come to the plate for Southern Maryland as shortstop Edwin Garcia digs in. Garcia's 0 for 3. He reached on a fielder's choice in the 3rd and an error in the 6th. He came around to score the only run for Southern Maryland. A double play ball from Devin Rodriguez allowed him to score from 3rd. Garcia first pitch swinging, a foul ball back out of play, 0-1. Van Meter, 6'2", 215 pounds, currently resides in Richmond, Virginia. The right-hander is 2-3 with a 5.18 ERA in 16 appearances, 6 of them starts for the York Revolution this season. This is his 2nd year with York. As the 0-1, a line drive, that's going to get over the shortstop's head and into center field. Edwin Garcia is aboard with a single, and the Blue Crabs have 2 on with nobody out to start the bottom of the 8th. And now back-to-back All-Stars coming up to bat with Frank Martinez and Devin Rodriguez. Martinez already has a multi-hit day, his 20th of the season, as manager Mark Mason will pop out of the dugout, see if maybe he turns to a left-hander here with switch-hitting Frank Martinez and left-handed Devin Rodriguez coming up. Looks like just a routine mound visit for Mason, though. Van Meter last season for York, very effective out of the bullpen. A 4-2 record with a 2.57 ERA in 55 games. He averaged over a strikeout an inning, 64 strikeouts in 63 frames. He played for Southern Maryland for just 9 games during the 2016 season. Gave up 7 earned runs in 11 innings for a 5.73 ERA. Frank Martinez digs back into the left-handed batter's box now as Van Meter comes set at his belt for the first pitch. Martinez squaring to bunt, pulls back as this one misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Looks like the Blue Crabs may finally decide to play a little small ball. That's not something we've seen very often on the season, especially not with this part of the order. But if Martinez is able to effectively get the sacrifice down, they'll have 2 runners in scoring position. Bunt a little hard. And the throw to 3rd is off target from Van Meter as it gets away from Cuevas. And it's going to be an E1 there. And that's what bunting can do. Even if it's ineffective in the sacrifice situation, they had an easy play to 3rd. It makes the defense make a play, and it makes something happen for the offense. They get the error on Van Meter there as he was rattled from the bunt attempt. It came back at the mound pretty hard, and now his day is over as Mason will wander out to the mound and take the ball from the right-hander. We'll get you the details on the new reliever when we return to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network. tough outing for Joe Van Meter as he's loaded the bases and now had to turn things over to Junior Rincon. And the all-star Devin Rodriguez coming up to bat. Rincon drops a first pitch breaking ball, has Rodriguez off balance, and a foul tip for strike one. Van Meter came on in relief after 7 innings of 7 hit ball, 1 run allowed by Dominic Severino. He didn't allow a walk and struck out 5. Van Meter walked the first batter in the inning, a single to Edwin Garcia, and then on a sacrifice bunt attempt from Frank Martinez that went a little too hard back to the mound, Van Meter picked it up and threw it away on the throw to third. And now the bases are loaded, and Rincon, who was York's closer at the start of the season, is on to put out the fire. The hard-throwing right-hander making his 28th appearance of the year. He's 0-2 with a 2.89 ERA, 9 saves on the season as well. He's got an 0-2 count to Devin Rodriguez as he kicks and delivers. Rodriguez with a line drive to first, caught by Zach Wilson. He'll step on the base in time, and a double play will put 2 down immediately in the inning. Rodriguez with an absolute laser right at Zach Wilson, and Frank Martinez tried to get back to the base, but Wilson was immediately able to tag it with where he was playing, and that's a very tough break for the Blue Crabs, as just like that, Rincon is 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning. Wilson was pretty much standing on the base when he caught it, and no opportunity for Martinez to get back, even though he didn't have that big of a lead. Wilson was just 1 step away. A breaking ball on the first pitch to Angelis Nina leads to a check swing, but he goes well around, and 0-1 goes the count. Rodriguez smoked that ball. Wilson was just in the perfect spot to make the play. The tying run still in scoring position. Ryan Strasburg at third, Edwin Garcia at second. Nina's got to come up with a base hit, though, to bring home both as a breaking ball misses low, 1-1. Blue Crab's going to need a 2-out hit. Cody Epley is up in the pen, ready to go for the 9th. With the All-Star breakup coming, the Blue Crabs have used the same relievers in back-to-back days, with Runyon, Chafee, and likely Epley following. Rincon misses low with a fastball. 2 balls and 1 strike goes the count. So he inherits 3 runners and nobody out, and now has the opportunity to get out of this inning and maintain the 2-run lead for the Revolution. Nina hoping to prevent that as Rincon comes set up above his shoulders, kicks and delivers. A breaking ball here. Nina lays off, and the count goes to 3-1. Angelo Sonko awaits on deck. He's been as hot as they come over the last 2 days. He's 5 for his last 7. Hoping for his opportunity in the inning. Nina's got to find a way to extend it for him. As Rincon kicks and delivers, this one misses outside, and Nina is aboard with the walk, and that will load the bases once more. With Sonko coming to the plate, the tying run on second, go-ahead run at first. 2 down in the inning, though, as Sonko digs into the left-handed batter's box for another huge at-bat. Sonko 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs with the bases loaded this season. They have a heavy shift in the outfield to his pull side. If he can put something in the left center field gap, the Blue Crabs would likely take the lead in this game. First pitch fastball from Rincon misses low. 1 ball and no strikes goes the count. Rincon comes set. Sonko flares one out towards shallow left. Charging on is Mesa, backing up is Dent. Dent calls off Mesa. They run into each other, but the shortstop will make the catch, and that will retire the side. The Blue Crabs load the bases with nobody out, but an unfortunate line drive double play and a pop out to short end the inning, and York is able to escape with their 3-run lead. The Blue Crabs put up no runs on 1 hit, 1 error, and they leave 3 men on base in the inning. Epley on for the 9th. He'll look to keep this right where it is, give the offense a chance to rally in the bottom of the 9th when we come back on the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Washington sports fans, rock your red, wear your curly W's, and break out your burgundy and gold for Washington Sports Night on Friday night, August 10th. That night, there will be a special Washington Sports t-shirt giveaway for the first fans in attendance, so arrive early, and don't miss a special appearance by the racing presidents from Nationals Park. To get your tickets today, stop by the E-Trepid box office, visit somdbluecrabs.com, or call 301-638-9788. Join our team every Friday home game as we honor those who serve our country by remembering everyone deployed. Every Red Friday, the team will wear military-inspired jerseys brought to you by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. All active and former military members receive $5 tickets with their military ID. For more information or to get tickets today, please visit us online at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
Hey, this is Cody Epley, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
The 4-5-6 due up here in the top of the 9th for the York Revolution. An unfortunate way for the bottom of the 8th to go as far as the Blue Crabs go. They load the bases with nobody out with the help of an error on Joe Van Meter. Van Meter gets removed from Junior Rincon, and Devin Rodriguez sends a laser at first base right at Zach Wilson, where it was either going to catch him or he was going to catch it. The latter happened. Wilson tagged first for a double play, and then a pop out into the inning and left the bases loaded with nobody coming across to score for the Blue Crabs. So Cody Epley will look to maintain this 3-1 deficit and give the Blue Crabs offense a chance to rally for at least 2 of the 9th, as Epley gets a line drive here from Melky Mesa, and 1 down in the inning as Frank Martinez handled it at third. Michael Burgess, the designated hitter, steps into the left-handed batter's box now. He's 0 for 3 with a pair of flyouts and a strikeout to Epley working in back-to-back games. He pitched the top of the 9th last night in a 2-run deficit, 4-2 the score in that one, and got a strikeout and 2 groundouts. He's still yet to allow an earned run on the season, as Epley sporting that 0 ERA in 14 appearances. He's 6 for 7 in save opportunities. He's allowed just 12 base runners on the year, and he has 12 strikeouts in those 14 innings. With the All-Star break approaching, no worries about using Epley here in a non-save situation for manager James Frisbee, as he'll have plenty of time to rest the next 4 days off for both of the guys that have thrown the last 2, the setup man Ryan Chafee and Cody Epley. Sam Runyon will have a little bit of time off, but we expect him to pitch at least 1 inning in the All-Star game on Wednesday. 1-1 the count to Burgess as Epley throws the sinker on the outside part of the plate, swinging And a fly ball out towards left. Nina battling the sun in left field, but makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down. Start the inning for Epley. And that'll bring in the first baseman, Zach Wilson. Wilson has walked once on the game, but is 0 for 2 other than that. Former teammates matching up here. Epley and Wilson spent 2 years together in Southern Maryland. Know each other very well as Epley's first pitch to Wilson misses low. 1 ball and no strikes. Epley sets for the 1-0 pitch, kicks and delivers. A ground ball to short. Another former teammate of Wilson's, Garcia, will flip on to Rodriguez, and that will retire the side. Yet another 1-2-3 inning for Cody Epley as he remains perfect on the year with the ERA. And the Blue Crabs will look to get him a win, or at least get Casey Delgado off the hook here in the bottom of the 9th. They need 2 to tie, 3 to win. Austin Green, Craig Maddox, and Francisco Rosario will look to get it done when we return to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Friday night, July 20th, we celebrate our favorite blue furball, Pinch, with his very own brace face bobble belly, brought to you by Waldorf Orthodontics. This one-of-a-kind giveaway will only be available at the front gates while supplies last, so make sure you get there early to see the Blue Crabs face the Lancaster Barnstormers. To ensure your seat today, visit somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788. TN Bowes Heating and Air Conditioning is proud to present Fans for Our Fans at Regency Furniture Stadium once again this 2018 season. When the temperature at game time is expected to be a scorcher, TN Bowes will do what they do best, keep you always the right temperature, by providing hand fans to the first 200 guests entering the stadium that day. Learn more about their technologically advanced AeroSeal duct sealing procedure online at tnbowes.com. TN Bowes for all your air conditioning and heating needs. Blue Crabs fans, your group of 20 or more can join us all season long with any of our several group hospitality areas at Regency Furniture Stadium. Our spacious and modern amenities can entertain your group starting at just $10 per person. The open-air picnic pavilion, upscale Legends Club, or luxury suites provide the backdrop for great nights at the ballpark. Call group sales at 301-638-9788 for more info or to book your group today.
Austin Green comes to the plate here in the bottom of the 9th. Blue Crabs need 2 to tie it, 3 to win it against all-star closer Grant Sides for the York Revolution. Sides' first pitch of the afternoon, a fastball misses low. 1 ball and no strike. Sides in 17 appearances has allowed just 1 earned run. In 18 and a third innings, he's 2-0 with 7 saves and an 0.49 ERA. Fastball catches the inside corner, and that'll even the count to Green. 1 ball and 1 strike. The Blue Crabs saw Sides last night in the 9th inning of a 4-2 game. He struck out Green and Angelis Nina as the first 2 batters in the inning, but then with 2 outs, the rally began. A walk from Ryan Strasburger, a single from Edwin Garcia put the tying run aboard. as Green fouls one off the other way. 1-2 goes the count. A wild pitch moved both Strasburger and Garcia into scoring position before Sides bounced back with his third strikeout of the inning, getting Craig Maddox swinging to end the ball game. Blue Crabs hoping for another exciting ninth inning here. This time going to try to cash in if two runners can get on base. Sides hoping for a quiet ninth to finish the sweep for York. The 1-2, a curveball. Green able to stay back on that one, just enough to get a piece of it and stay alive in the at-bat. Green trying to get on base for the first time today and the first time in the series. He's 0 for 7 to this point. We've noted his struggles here at home, but now would be as good a time as any to come through with a hit. Blue Crabs trying to avoid the sweep to start their second half of the season. Sides ready for the 1-2. Kicks and delivers. Green with a high fly ball to deep left field. If it's fair, it's gone. Hooking just inside the foul pole. A solo home run from Austin Green. And just like that, the Blue Crabs trail by just one here in the bottom of the ninth. That's the third home run by Austin Green this year, and just the second run that's been allowed by Grant Sides on the season. And now the score 3-2. Still nobody out here in the inning. Craig Maddox is coming up to bat. Maddox digs into the left-handed batter's box. He serves now as the tying run. First pitch fastball misses high and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Maddox is 1 for 3. A pop out, a strikeout, but a single in his last at-bat in the 7th off of Dominic Severino. Big swing here from Maddox. That's foul tipped into the mitt of the catcher. And a 1 goes the count. Maddox with a big swing, fouls it back into the net. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Maddox behind in the count, 1-2. He's going to have to battle back here. Sides comes set, looking to bounce back from the solo home run to start the inning. And he blows a fastball by Maddox here. And down on strikes goes Craig Maddox. That's the 4th strikeout for Grant Sides in the series. He's gotten 4 outs, and all 4 of them have been by way of the punch-out. Francisco Rosario will dig into the left-handed batter's box now. With 1 out in the inning, every man that steps into the box serves as the tying run at this point. Rosario hoping to bring the winning run to the plate if he can reach base. First pitch fastball from Sides right down the middle for a called strike, 0-1. Rosario singled in his first at-bat. He was forced out at second on a fielder's choice. He's grounded out and popped out since then. Sides sets for the 0-1 pitch. Hugging the line at third is Jose Cuevas, the middle infield playing straight up. So a big hole if Rosario can push it to that 5.5 between the third baseman and the shortstop. He's behind 0-2 in the count, though, as Sides 1 pitch away from yet another strikeout. Kicks and delivers. Fastball misses low, and the count goes to 1-2. Ryan Strasburger awaits on. He's got plenty of pop in his bat. 5 home runs on the season for Strasburger. Ties him for the second most on the team, and he leads the team in RBIs this year. The 1-2 upcoming. Sides come set and delivers. Rosario back up the middle. It's floated towards Dent, who will make the catch for out number 2. A lazy line drive, and now 2 down. Sides is 1 out away from finishing off the sweep for York, but the Blue Crabs just 1 swing away from tying the game as Ryan Strasburger digs into the right-handed batter's box. The last hope for the Blue Crabs, but also the tying run for the team. He's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, but he did walk in the 8th to start that bases-loaded rally. They were unable to capitalize there, and that's the spot we'll look if this game holds where it does. Bases loaded, nobody out, and unable to bring across any runs in the inning. Side's first pitch fastball was right down the middle, so 0-1 the count here as he comes set up at the shoulders. Kicks and delivers a breaking ball. That comes inside and hits Strasburger. And now the tying run is aboard with 2 outs in the inning. Strasburger will take a curveball off the back happily to find his way down to first. That one actually hit off of Strasburger, and then home plate umpire Bill Worthington, who's a little sore behind the plate, taking a walk and doing his job. Out to the mound is Roger Diaz, the catcher, to deliver a new baseball. Grant Sides give Worthington some time to recover. Looks like it caught him on the arm. But he looks like he'll be okay, and now the Blue Crabs have the tying run on first with 2 outs and Edwin Garcia coming up to the plate. Garcia's 1 for 4. Coming into play, he had been very cold over the last 10 games or so, but hoping to heat back up is Edwin Garcia. He serves as the winning run as Side's first pitch fastball misses outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Garcia over the last 10, 3 for 34, an .088 average. But he already has a hit today, and if he can find a gap, Strasburger serves as the tying run at first. Sides ready for the 1-0. He kicks and delivers. Fastball misses low. 2 balls and no strikes. See if maybe that hit by pitch has Sides a little rattled. Garcia got Sides last night for a single in the bottom of the 9th with 2 outs. That extended the game yesterday for Craig Maddox. See if Garcia can extend it for Frank Martinez today as a 2-0 fastball misses low, and 3 balls and no strikes goes the count. All of a sudden, Sides can't find the strike zone. 4 straight balls, including one that hit Strasburger in the back. If Garcia can find a way to reach the tying run, would at least be on second. As 3-0 pitch comes inside, and Edwin Garcia takes it for ball 4. A 4-pitch walk issued by Grant Sides. Tying run will move up to second, and Ryan Strasburger. The winning run is on first, and Frank Martinez comes to bat. He's 2 for 4. He's reached base on a pair of singles and an error to this point. And he'll step in looking to cash in at least that tying run. Martinez on the season with 2 outs and runners in scoring position is hitting just .238, but he does have 6 RBIs. He takes the first pitch. That one's going to get by Diaz to the backstop. Both runners will advance as now second and third with 2 outs in the inning. A base hit could win the game here for Southern Maryland. Grant Sides has lost all control out there on the mound after a curveball hit Ryan Strasburger in the back. He's thrown 5 straight balls from there. A 4-pitch walk to Garcia, and now that one to Martinez. The Blue Crabs have 3 walk-off wins this season. The last of those came on June 17th. All-Star on All-Star. These two will be teammates the next time they see each other on Wednesday. But for right now, Sides is trying to get Martinez and finish off this game. And he got a fastball by him there. 1-1 goes the count. Strasburger the tying run on third. Garcia the winning run on second. Sides sets for the 1-1 pitch. Now kicks and delivers Martinez the other way. Chasing after it is Mesa. That should get out of play, and it does. So now the Blue Crabs down to their last strike, looking to avoid a sweep to start their second half. Martinez is going to have to find a way to come up with a big two-out hit here. He takes his time outside the left-handed batter's box, now digs back in as Sides is ready for the 1-2. He kicks and delivers. That one misses low. It's going to get by Diaz to the backstop. Strasburger on his way in from third. He will score, and the Blue Crabs have tied the game on a wild pitch from Grant Sides. Back in the ball game is Southern Maryland. Strasburger makes it 3-3 here in the bottom of the ninth, and now the winning run is 90 feet away with 2 outs in the inning. Second wild pitch of the at-bat for Grant Sides. He had one on the very first pitch. At that time, it was first and second with 2 outs. Garcia moved up to second. Strasburger up to third on that one. And then just now, the wild pitch allows the run to score and tie the game. Now Garcia at third. One more of those, and the Blue Crabs are winners. Martinez with a line drive towards left. Mesa coming in right at him, and he'll make the catch to retire the side here in the bottom of the ninth. But a solo home run from Austin Green and a pair of wild pitches after a hit by pitch and a walk have tied the game. 2 runs in the inning on 1 hit. No errors. They leave 1 man on base. Free baseball here on the last day before the All-Star break. We're going extras. Jason Creasy looks like he'll come on for the 10th, and the York Revolution will send the 7-8-9 up to bat when we return to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Blue Crabs fans, come celebrate the bluest birthday of them all on Friday night, August 17th. It's Pinch's birthday party with appearances by all of Pinch's mascot friends. After the game, stick around for a post-game cupcake drop brought to you by Pump It Up of Waldorf. That's right, cupcakes raining out of the sky from the outfield with prizes for some lucky contestants. For more information, visit somdbluecrabs.com/promotion or call 301-638-9788.
Hey kids, this is Daryl Thompson from the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Don't forget, every Sunday is Kids Day at the ballpark, brought to you by Waldorf Orthodontics. Every Sunday home game, kids can enjoy a pregame autograph session with me and other players, $3 ice cream helmets all day long, and free admission to Pinch's Playground. Post-game, you can all come on the field and run the bases. For more information, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
Jason Creasy, the new pitcher, comes on for the top of the 10th as we've got extras here in the series finale, and Creasy goes to work with a fastball against Jose Cuevas for a called strike, 0-1. Big swing and miss here, 0-2 goes the count. Cuevas has flown out to every spot in the outfield today. F8, F7, F9 on the line for him, 0 for 3. As Creasy delivers a breaking ball that misses low and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jason Creasy, the fourth reliever to pitch for the Blue Crabs today. Sam Runyon, Ryan Chafee, and Cody Epley all worked scoreless 7th, 8th, and 9th. The 1-2 upcoming for Creasy as he kicks and delivers fastball. That one's fouled off. We saw Creasy in the series opener. He struggled in that one. He came on in relief of Drake Britton, who had worked himself into a bit of trouble after 6 1/3 innings. So Creasy came on for the 7th and added to the trouble a bit. As a breaking ball here, that one goes back. It looks like it's going to hit the home plate umpire, Bill Worthington, again, as ducking out of the way was Cuevas, and that hit Worthington right in his left arm, if I'm not mistaken. So that'll bring the trainer, Lauren Eck, out of the dugout. Worthington's kind of walking away from her down the first baseline. That, no doubt, doesn't feel all that good, as Worthington is getting checked out now. But Creasy in that series opener, 1/3 of an inning, he gave up 5 hits, 3 earned runs on his line, as well as 2 runs that he inherited. He had 2 men on that belonged to Britton. Both of them scored as part of 11 batters coming up in that 7th inning, and 6 runs on the line for York. Worthington getting looked at here in the top of the 10th. Why not? The last day before the All-Star break, and these two teams appear content to make it go as long as they can prior to the 4-day break. The other game that was an afternoon matchup, New Britain has won 6-3, the final in that one, over the Lancaster Barnstormers. The other 2 games remaining in the first half of this season, as we hit the halfway point of the All-Star game tomorrow, the Road Warriors against the Somerset Patriots and Sugarland Skeeters against the Long Island Ducks will match up at 5:05, just about to get underway. As back to work goes Creasy. Worthington appears okay, and a fly ball to center will be handled by Ryan Strasburger for out number 1 here in the 10th. So we've come full circle as Cuevas went F8, F7, F9, and now back to the F8 in center. 4 flyouts to center, or to the outfield today for Jose Cuevas. Ryan Dent will come up, now, as he checks the swing in a first pitch. That one misses low. 1-0 goes the count. Pair of strikeouts and a ground out. Creasy sets for the 1-0 and delivers Dent with a high fly ball to left center field. Nina and Strasburger coming together. The left fielder, Nina, will call for it. It hits off of his glove. And now the throw comes into second, not in time. And Ryan Dent is in standing. An error will be charged to Nina in left field. An E7, and now York has the go-ahead run here in the 10th in scoring position. Again, this is just the first start for Nina in the outfield this season. I mentioned at the top of the broadcast that was going to be something to keep an eye on. It took 9+ innings for that to come true, but there it is. And now Ryan Dent is in scoring position, looking to put York ahead. Roger Diaz digs in now, a line drive to second base. Rosario will field it there. He looks towards second, where Garcia was covering, but Dent with a good read on that, didn't get far off of the base. And now 2 down in the inning. So now Jared Mitchell comes up. He's 0 for 4. 3 groundouts to second, and a strikeout looking on the line for Mitchell as Creasy comes set, now steps off the back of the rubber and asks for the signs one more time from Austin Green. Creasy sets. Dent with a good lead off of second. Nobody holding him. Now Creasy will spin and look him back. Garcia creeping over a little bit towards the bag here with the big lefty shift on Mitchell. Rosario's deep in the hole at second, so unable to hold. Ground ball up the middle. Rosario dives, makes the play. The throw is offline, but Devin Rodriguez wisely comes off the base and fields the ground ball throw. Now Rosario is struggling out behind second base. He waves off the dugout, says he's okay. It's going to be an infield single for Mitchell. Rosario laid out and kept the ball in the infield. That prevented a run. He almost allowed one, though. If he would have thrown that away, that would have allowed Dent to come across and score. But Rodriguez got off the base very quickly and knew he had to keep it in front of him. And now manager James Frisbee will come out for a conversation with Creasy. I think it's just to buy some time for the second baseman Rosario, who's still limping a little bit. The Blue Crabs don't have many people that can still play in this game today. Kalaika Kahuohalahala on the bench, and David Lyon, the backup catcher, on the bench. Teodoro Martinez is out. John Griffin is out. Corey Vaughn is out. And that's everyone that's active that can play the field today for Southern Maryland. Craig Maddox can realistically come in and play first base or right field, but they have a number of guys that can do that, including the guy in right field, Angelo Sonko, right now. A breaking ball on the first pitch to Alexi Casilla, catches the inside corner, and Creasy is ahead, no balls and 1 strike. Playing in on the grass is Frank Martinez. Casilla has been known to do some different things, we'll say, at the plate as he takes a big cut here and swings through it. We've seen the one-handed bunt attempt today. Yesterday we saw the softball run through the box slap hit. And now behind 0-2, we're going to see Alexi Casilla, one of the best protectors of the plate in all of the Atlantic League, choke up on the bat and try to put the ball in play, make something happen. Runner off on the 0-2, a breaking ball. Casilla gets a piece of it and fouls it off. Mitchell had second base stolen easily, but Casilla behind in the count 0-2. That one was right there. He had to find a way to get a piece of it. Creasy quickly sets once more. A breaking ball. This one's pushed the other way again. A little bit closer to the field of play as Garcia and Martinez give chase, but it's still up into the seats, and the count will hold at the no balls and 2 strikes. Creasy 1 pitch away from getting out of this top of the 10th and giving the 4-5-6 in the Blue Crabs order a chance to walk it off. He comes set for the 0-2. Kicks and delivers. Fastball swung on and missed. And down on strikes goes Casilla. Creasy picks up his defense as an error almost cost the Blue Crabs in the inning, but he's able to work around it. No runs on 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 men left on base. So a chance to walk it off in the bottom of the 10th. Devin Rodriguez, Angelise Nina, and Angelo Sonko due up when we return to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Hey, this is Cash Beecham, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Are you looking for the latest and best in Blue Crabs gear? Look no further than the newly redesigned and restocked Crab Shack Team Store, anchored by EC Sports. The Team Store features everything from old favorites like game replica hats and t-shirts to novelty items and collectibles. You can visit our Team Store anytime 9 to 5, as well as during all home games. The Team Store is also available online by visiting somdbluecrabs.com and clicking the Store tab.
Hey fans, this is Sam Runyon, right-handed pitcher for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Make sure you come out every Thursday for Foster's Grill Wings and Beer Night. For just $30, you can enjoy a ticket to the game and 2 hours of all-you-can-eat Foster's Wings and all-you-can-drink beer in the Legends Club from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. For more information, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
Devin Rodriguez leads things off here in the bottom of the 10th as new pitcher Ricardo Gomez is on for York. And Rodriguez takes a strike call here, disagrees with the call, but regardless, 0-1 in the count. This misses outside, 1 ball and 1 strike we go. Gomez, the hard-throwing right-hander, making his 23rd appearance of the year. He's 1-1 with a 5.06 ERA for York. Breaking ball, that's swung on and missed by Rodriguez as he chased out of the zone. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Blue Crabs, we mentioned 3 walk-offs on the season. The first came off the bat of Johnny Bladell, a walk-off single in the 10th inning on the 13th of May. Corey Vaughn doubled in a walk-off 9-inning game, 7-6 the score in that one on June 9th. And Francisco Rosario in the 9th inning, a 4-3 bases-loaded single walked things off on June 17th. Rodriguez had 2 walk-offs last year, an extra inning walk-off home run, as well as a walk-off single. He was the only Blue Crab last year to put up multiple walk-off hits. He could do it here with a home run, but likely just looking to get on base and put the winning run aboard for Nina. As the 1-2, a fastball swung on and missed. Rodriguez is down on strikes. As a strikeout starts the day for Gomez. Grant Sides, the all-star closer, got the blown save for York. He allowed 2 runs to cross, a solo home run to Austin Green. Then after 2 quick outs followed that, a hit by pitch extended the inning. A 4-pitch walk put the winning run aboard. 2 wild pitches allowed Ryan Strasburger to score and moved Edwin Garcia to third before a line drive off the bat of Frank Martinez was caught by Melky Mesa to strand the winning run at third. So now we're in extras where Gomez is looking to avoid the walk-off as Nina swings at the 1-0 and fouls it off. 1-1 goes the count. Gomez, the 5th pitcher to pitch for York today. Dominic Severino, 7 innings of 1-run ball. He was going to get credit for the win, a deserved win for Severino if you watched how he threw today, but instead he'll be hit with a no decision. Fastball catches the outside corner, and the count goes to 1-2. Coming set now is Ricardo Gomez. He kicks and delivers. Nina protecting the plate, fouls one off the other way. 1-2 we go. Blue Crabs have seen Gomez before. Not in this series, but on the year against the right-hander. In 3 outings against Southern Maryland. He's given up 4 hits, 3 walks, 6 earned runs in 2 innings, a 27 ERA for Ricardo Gomez, as 7 of the 13 batters he's faced for the Blue Crabs have reached base against him. 1-2, Nina gets a piece of that, fouls it off again to stay alive. So there's no way manager Mark Mason doesn't already know those stats that I just gave. Highly likely one of the reasons we haven't seen Gomez. The other reason, of course, the complete game shutout in the series opener didn't allow for much use of the York bullpen. Nina still battling, fouls off yet another fastball over the York dugout, and continues to fight at 1 ball and 2 strikes. 4 foul balls in the at-bat, 3 in a row here after falling behind 1 and 2. So pitch number 7 upcoming for Ricardo Gomez, as he sets for the 1-2 pitch and delivers. Tugs a fastball well outside, and 2-2 goes the count. Angelo Sonko awaits on deck. Sonko's 2 for 4 today after going 3 for 4 yesterday. 2-2 pitch, breaking ball. Nina's able to lay off as that one tails out of the zone away. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Craig Stem is ready to go out in the Blue Crabs bullpen. Stem, a guy that can go multiple innings. We saw him go 5 in a start last Friday, and then 6 innings in a start earlier this week, as Nina swings over a breaking ball, and back-to-back strikeouts start the day for Ricardo Gomez. Angelo Sonko digs in now. Sonko has the power to end this game. He hasn't quite displayed it yet here in Southern Maryland, but he's starting to get hot. As I mentioned, he's got 5 hits in the last 2 days. They've all 5 been singles. But any way he can get on base is a positive sign for him. See if maybe he can lay into one and end this ball game as a fastball catches the outside corner. No balls and 1 strike goes the count to Sonko. Austin Green awaits on deck. He's already got a home run in the game. Sonko with a high drive towards right center field. The ballpark should be deep enough to hold that one. And Wellington Dotel will camp underneath it. And that will retire the side. A 1-2-3 inning here in the 10th. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. And we'll head to the 11th. Stem on his way in from the bullpen. Dotel, Mesa, and Michael Burgess when we return to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
The Atlantic League's biggest stars are coming to Long Island this summer. See them all on Wednesday, July 11th at the 2018 Atlantic League All-Star Game, presented by Good Samaritan Hospital Medical Center. The top players from the Liberty and Freedom divisions will take the field for the Midsummer Classic, as well as the pregame Dig Me Home Run Derby. Following the game, all fans in attendance will enjoy the biggest fireworks spectacular of the season. Get your tickets for the 2018 All-Star Game today by visiting liducks.com/All-Star or calling 631-940-TIXX.
This is Austin Green from the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Join us every Tuesday home game as we turn 2 with our new Double Play Tuesdays. These nights, tickets are buy one, get one free in the box office, as well as BOGO on select items at the concession stands. For more information or to get tickets today, please visit us online at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
this is Drake Britton, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Welcome back inside Regency Furniture Stadium here on this beautiful day in Southern Maryland, July 8th, and we've got extra innings baseball headed your way from Waldorf, Maryland. The first pitch from the new Blue Crabs pitcher, Craig Stem, will miss just a little bit outside. To the first batter he faces, Wellington Dotel, here in this 11th inning. Stem comes set at the belt, and he'll come home out of the stretch. He'll also catch the outside corner with the second pitch to the batter, Dotel, and that makes the count 0-2. Stem comes set once more, working quickly against this York Revolution lineup. The third pitch he throws to Wellington Dotel will be hit into the outfield through the 5.5 hole, and the first hit of this 11th inning drops for Dotel. Stem comes in having a very good year up to this point. Giving you the full numbers on him, he is in his 30th appearance on the year. Here in his 28th in relief, he has 2 starts on the year. In total, for Stem, he has 38 2/3 innings pitched and a 3.25 ERA. So a middle relief guy that can really do it all between saves, starts, whatever you need for him on the day, he can do it. And here he gets a tailor-made double play ball. Here it comes, 6-4, and the 3 is not quite there. But the Blue Crabs do get 1 out, coming on a ground ball from Melky Mesa, who's been a very hard out to get today. After that out, he's still 2 for 5 with 3 RBIs and 2 home runs in this game. So very good to this point has been the batter Mesa, but he finds himself recording the first out of the game, but he will stay on first base. And that brings up the big power bat of Michael Burgess. Burgess, the left-handed hitter, prepares for the first pitch from Stem, and he'll foul it straight back into the netting, and the count goes to 0-1. Burgess has some serious power behind that bat. He already has 10 home runs on the year. He's knocked in 32 RBIs, easily a team high for the Revolution. A .235 batter on the year, and here in today's game, he finds himself 0 for 4 with a strikeout. The 0-1 from Stem, it'll miss just a little bit outside, but chasing was the batter Burgess, and he's dug himself into an 0-2 hole to the reliever Stem. Stem takes a while, but now he'll toe back on the rubber. The batter Burgess sees a slight shift in the infield. Garcia, the shortstop, a little bit over to his left, your right from the video view. Coming home with the 0-2 is Stem. Swinging through a curveball is Michael Burgess, and he'll be put down on strikes. The second victim of Craig Stem's here in this top of the 11th inning. That will bring up Zach Wilson. Wilson on the day 0 for 3. 1 strikeout and 1 walk to his ledger today. Looking to change that, but Craig Stem looking to work around that leadoff single he allowed. Wellington Dotel was the man to do it. He's no longer on base because he was thrown out on that fielder's choice. So taking his spot at first was Mesa. Zach Wilson finds himself looking to be a late hero here in these extra innings. Coming home with the pitch, Craig Stem, and it's fouled off over towards the left side. Frank Martinez gets it, but not before the ball goes well foul, so we see the count go to no balls and 1 strike. We've run out of room for any score changes on the mini monster, so the score has reset. You see it out there. The first inning represents the 11th inning. We're in extra innings free baseball here at Regency Furniture Stadium. Stem set at the belt, a look over to first. A long look, now he comes home with the pitch, misses inside to Wilson, and the count goes to 1-2. Wilson, a former Blue Crab. He'll step back into the box. He's a corner infielder. He plays at first today, although we quite frequently see him at third. He'll dig into his batting stance and prepare for the 1-2 from Stem. Comes home with it, does Stem, and misses high and inside, crossing the letters that say York right across the chest of Zach Wilson, and now we find ourselves even with 2 balls and 2 strikes. Stem with a long look into his catcher Green, studying the signs, still looking for what he likes. He's got it, and he's ready on the bump. Couple of checks to first. Now coming home with the pitch is Stem. A swing and a foul over our heads in the press box will keep things even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wilson will have to dig back in at least once more, preparing for another pitch from Craig Stem. Stem digs onto the rubber. He'll look into his catcher Green, looking for a couple of signs. Trying to get that pitch that is perfect in this very crucial situation. Comes home with the pitch and lining it over to the left side is the batter Zach Wilson. That gets well foul though, and we'll see the count stay at 2-2 at least once more. Wilson, this long 2-2 count and a long game here, but the thing is, that may be a little surprising. We're only just over 3 hours into this ball game. It was a pretty brisk game up to this point, but going into extras extends that a little. Stem set for the 2-2 once more. A check swing. No need for a check down. Strike number 3 crosses. And great job in relief by Craig Stem. In the inning, 1 hit, 1 runner left on base. No errors for the Blue Crabs. And for the York Revolution, they scored no runs in the inning. That sends us to the bottom of the 11th, and looking to be the heroes are Austin Green, Craig Maddox, and Francisco Rosario. We'll have that right here for you, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Blue Crabs fans, every season we can't do it without you, so on Sunday, September 16th for the regular season finale, it's Fan Appreciation Day. This night will feature a special t-shirt giveaway, as well as a pregame team autograph session and postgame Kids Run the Bases. Stop by the Regency Furniture Stadium box office, call 301-638-9788, or visit somdbluecrabs.com today to get your tickets.
Hey kids, are you ready to be a superhero? Join us September 1st for Superhero Night, presented by Pump It Up of Waldorf. This night you will receive your very own superhero cape to help Pinch and the Blue Crabs defeat the Road Warriors. The night will also feature a post-game fireworks spectacular. Get your tickets today at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
Welcome back to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network. Here on July 8th, we find ourselves in our second inning of free baseball. Austin Green comes up to the plate. Folks, if you missed it, you missed a very good last at-bat by the batter Austin Green. Last time he was up, he sent one all the way over the left field fence. That was in the 9th inning, which gave the Blue Crabs their second run of the game. So if that was any indication, folks, we are in for a very good at-bat from Austin Green. Green comes up outside of that home run on the day 0 for 3. But that home run is all that matters in Austin Green's eyes. He'll take a look in from the new pitcher, Luke Westfall. Westfall comes set, and he'll come home with the pitch. A good off-speed will miss just a little bit inside. See the count go to 2-0 to the batter, Austin Green. Westfall on the year, he's sitting at a 3.5 ERA. Get you more numbers about him after this pitch. Comes home and he'll miss. So the first 3 pitches of Westfall's outing all miss outside. Westfall with a 1-1 record on the year. Pretty good up to this point is Luke Westfall. He came out of college and went straight to independent ball. The 6'3 lefty out of Clintonville, Wisconsin is going to walk the first Blue Crab batter of this game. And I'm surprised, I would be surprised if that doesn't bring Mark Mason screaming out of his dugout. In this situation, you don't want to get any runners on base if you are the Revolution. That brings up Craig Maddox. Maddox has been a little shaky today, 1 for 4 on the day. But I will tell you, last time I told you he'd been shaky on the day, he ripped a single up the middle. Mark Mason will make that long stroll to the mound. Meeting with him is his whole infield. Gonna talk over some signs. And Mason will discuss something with his pitcher. We'll take a short break, and we'll be right back on the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network. After a pitching change at the mound, make that a mound visit, we're right back in Southern Maryland, and Craig Maddox up to the plate to face off against Luke Westfall, who walked the first batter he saw on 4 straight pitches. It's a good sign if you're the Blue Crabs, as the go-ahead run stands just 270 feet away at first base. Westfall with another pickoff move to first. With a left-handed pitcher, it can be a pro and a con, because obviously runners are going to be a little bit intimidated by your quick move as a lefty. But on the flip side of things, if you're going to steal a base, it's going to be on first move. So you got to be careful. Craig Maddox lays down a good sacrifice bunt. Westfall fields and fires to first. And he's able to get Craig Maddox out. But not before Austin Green is able to move into scoring position. Closer and closer to passing home plate. For the go-ahead run is Austin Green, and the guy to do it is Francisco Rosario. If you look back at any potential game-winning hits for the Blue Crabs on the year, one of the men to do that was Francisco Rosario. That came back on June 17th. It was first games as a Blue Crab, but here he will get walked. If you want any more coincidence in the situation, the Blue Crabs won that game by a score of 4-3. Here we sit with a 3-3 tie game. An intentional walk is going to bring up Ryan Strasburger. To be honest, if I'm Coach Mark Mason, that is not necessarily the guy that I go to walk around to get to in this situation. Regardless, Luke Westfall is not going to be the man to do so. We're going to have a new pitcher for the Revolution coming in. We'll have it right here for you when we return on the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Hey, this is Ryan Strasburger, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Blue Crabs fans, what's more American than baseball and a barbecue cookout? Quite frankly, the two go together like stars and stripes, rockets and red glare, and liberty and the pursuit of happiness. So when you come to Regency Furniture Stadium's all-you-can-eat picnic pavilion, you get both at a great price. The best part is that groups from 20 to 400 plus can enjoy the picnic pavilion, and when you include this home run of a deal with the kids park, paddle boats, and on-field fun, you have a grand slam of an opportunity. Call today at 301-638-9788 to speak with a sales executive or visit somdbluecrabs.com for more information.
This is Rick Meehan, Mayor of Ocean City, Maryland. For everyone who's put off planning a vacation this summer, I've got good news for you. Ocean City, Maryland is a procrastinator's paradise. We've got 10 miles of free beach, an amazing 3-mile boardwalk, golf, fishing, shopping, dining, and free events 7 nights a week, including fireworks, boardwalk light shows, dance parties, and movies right on the beach. It's not too late. Book a visit today at ococean.com. That's ococean.com.
Got an exciting finish, hopefully, for the Blue Crabs on our way from Southern Maryland. We are back and live inside of Regency Furniture Stadium. And Ryan Strasburger out with 1 down and 1 runner on. That's Austin Green. Standing in scoring position, the new pitcher on for the York Revolution, Zach Treacy. Treacy here in his 7th professional season. 0-1 record with a 6.56 ERA on the year. He spins and tries to throw back to first, but he's unable to after losing his balance. So he'll try once more against Strasburger. Strasburger is a guy that has some serious power in his bat. He's also the team's leader in RBIs despite being in that leadoff position. First pitch of the ballgame for Treacy will miss outside, and the count runs to 1-0 in favor of Strasburger. Francisco Rosario stands at first, and Austin Green at second. So the double play ball is in order. Trying to not even make that a situation is Ryan Strasburger as the count goes to 1-1. Fans on their feet here at Regency Furniture Stadium, excited for what could be here in the bottom of the 11th. Here comes the pitch from Treacy, a good off-speed, makes its way back into the inside part of the strike zone. And working his way ahead in the count is Treacy. 1-2 the count to the batter Strasburger. A big deep breath, shrugs the shoulders, and prepares to deliver the 1-2 pitch to Strasburger. Treacy comes home with the pitch, another off-speed, and swinging through that pitch is Ryan Strasburger. So that makes the second Blue Crab of the inning go down. So the last chance in the 11th, at least, as this game is still tied at 3 apiece, will have to fall on the shoulders of Edwin Garcia. Garcia so far in the game, he finds himself 0 for 3. He did reach on an error, and he also walked in the game. Garcia finds himself with 2 down and 2 men on base. 1 at first, that's Maddox. Green at second. Here comes the first pitch to Garcia, and it'll miss outside. Garcia earlier in the year was trying to work things the other way, and I am of the belief that it's caused him to start stepping back in the box with his back foot to counter when he steps towards first base with his front foot. You'll see him do it on some pitches. He does it there and finds himself in a 1-1 hole that brings him away from that outside corner. It pulls his bat back, which gives him the inability to reach the outside corner, and that's right where Treacy is going after Garcia. Diaz sets up on the outside corner again. Here comes the pitch. It's inside, and that'll put 2 runners in scoring position as a wild pitch is going to escape the outstretched glove of the catcher Diaz. That's the 3rd wild pitch of just these extra innings. Garcia got a wild pitch to him last time he was up. So we'll see if maybe one more comes across in that fashion. 2 down here in Southern Maryland and 2 on, both in scoring position, but realistically the only guy that matters is Austin Green, who stands just 90 feet away from making this a Blue Crabs victory. Garcia awaits the pitch. It'll miss behind him, but instead it's going to hit Garcia right in the back. Had that ball have not hit Garcia, that would have been the game for the Blue Crabs, assuming Austin Green advances and scores from home. It's interesting because in baseball, many times hitters are taught you want that ball to hit you in the back. If it's an off speed, let it take you on the back and get your free base. That becomes muscle memory for many hitters. My guess is Garcia just turned his back out of habit, and he wishes he hadn't have. But regardless, that'll load the bases with 2 down for Frank Martinez. Last time the Blue Crabs had 2 down and a runner in scoring position in this ball game came back in the bottom of the 9th. That brought up Frank Martinez after a Garcia walk. Martinez hit the ball very well, but lined out to left field. Trying to have a different fortune this time around is the third baseman, Martinez. And Treese steps off. He'll prepare for this pitch one more time. Martinez digs back into his left-handed batter's box. The right-handed Treese comes set, and Martinez bloops one into center field. That could drop. Coming in is Dotel, and that will drop. The Blue Crabs win on a walk-off hit from an incredible piece of hitting from Frank Martinez. He's able to bloop one into center and get a nice base hit to drop. His fans and the crowd and the whole entire dugout will come and swarm Frank Martinez. There goes the water, and everybody clears out of the way of Angelis Nina, throwing the water cooler on the team. How about Frank Martinez, the team's leader in batting average, coming through with a walk-off single up the middle to give the Blue Crabs their first win of this second half of the season. What a game we saw here in Southern Maryland. It brought the Blue Crabs to 1-2 in the second half of this season, and they end up avoiding the sweep of the York Revolution. The game finishes at a score of 4-3. The Blue Crabs easily out-hit the York Revolution by a score of 10-7. But realistically, the Blue Crabs struggled at many points. For the York Revolution, their major source of offense came via the home run ball. They had 2 home runs in the game. One of them was a 2-run shot off from Melky Mesa, and one of them was a solo shot from Melky Mesa. So he was really the lone wolf for this offense of the York Revolution today. As far as the Blue Crabs go, it was pretty spread out. The wild pitch helped them out a lot in this ball game, but none more than Frank Martinez and Austin Green. Those are the 2 gentlemen that you focused on the most in this situation. Going into the bottom of the 9th inning, the Blue Crabs found themselves with a 3-1 deficit, and going into this game when trailing after 8 innings, the Blue Crabs were 2-33. So trying to change their fortunes, they scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 9th inning, one coming via the Austin Green home run, another scoring via a wild pitch. That ties things up as 3, and we headed to extras, and we all know what happened from there. Frank Martinez with the bases-loaded walk-off single to send the Blue Crabs into the All-Star break with their lone win of the second half. It was an incredible ball game we saw, and you'll have to join us next time on the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network to see yet another one. We're headed into the All-Star break, and we'll be back in just a week here on the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.